circles like a broken wheel. Lost in the chaos, no grip, no feel. Beat shouting orders, say I'm still checked out. It's a miracle, anything gets it out. Broadcast the circus, can't second guess. Living against Star Wars inlays. Nobody knows who's steering this craze.
Good evening, race fans, and welcome to BSTV. We are here for the TCR Challenge Cup Season 23, Week 10 from the Algarve, or Portimao, if you're going to take its proper name. Lots and lots of facts about Portugal later on, but for now, I am apparently Pedro Bengamo. I have a working computer. I am the
Seen it? Oh my god.
I didn't even do this. Honestly, I don't know where these are coming from. I am now joined in the booth. It's a lot more cramped and crowded in this booth tonight than it was last week. It was very desolate and I was very lonely, as everybody knows, and I was crying just on my own, in a pool of my own tears. I'm joined by apparently Jay in Portuguese is just Jay. So I am joined by Jay Corley. Good evening.
See? Oh wait, no, that's Spanish. Oh great,
You've
I've
done
just
that wrong.
Oh no, literally the first word that comes out of my mouth, and I've offended the whole nation of Portugal and probably Spain as well. Oh. Anyway, I'm good, Pete. How are you?
I'm as spectacular as always. Yeah, we are here in Portimao. It's a 29-degree track temperature. I don't know whether you've driven in. I mean, that's not hot, is it? Is it? No, that's not hot. That's middling, isn't it, really, for a track temperature? Hopefully, everybody's watched your track guides, which have been around for quite a while for this track, and they've read your words of wisdom in what you posted in the TCR Discord, sorry, the BSTV Discord, because if they didn't, then it's their own fault, really, isn't it? So yes, this is a well-loved track by quite a lot of people, and freshly bought by others. Jay, it's when you look at it on the track map like that, it looks a lot like Barcelona. However, this is not boring like Barcelona, in my opinion only, folks. Do not quote me. What's the legal term? Without prejudice. Without prejudice, this is less boring than Barcelona, in my opinion. What are your thoughts on it, Jay?
Well, I'm glad that you just silently or without even realising it offended the whole nation of Portugal again by saying Algarve is like Barcelona. So at least we're 1-1 on the Hispanic countries that we've ripped into tonight accidentally. But yes, Algarve, aka Portimao, is a fantastic circuit, brilliant for hot lapping, fantastic for racing, even better in the wet. I would say
Oh.
fantastic for league racing, but we know what happened last time I raced on this circuit in a league race.
Yes, we
No
did.
more questions, please. Let's carry on.
Something to do with
But
the last turn, maybe? I don't know.
you know what? You know
Flashbacks.
what? I think we've spoken too much on
Have
the
we
last
really?
corner. We'll never mention it again.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it's surprisingly not very popular in TCR officials. Nobody knows why, because
Is
it
it?
gets voted in here every season.
Yeah.
But you know, you're missing out if you're not already driving here.
Yeah, I think you definitely are. Have we got any changes for this week? The only change that we've got for this week, if I can find it, let me choose a different camera. He's not even on the track, is he? No, no. Well, that's just annoying. Right, we'll sort that out later. It's the only change that I do know. I'll mention it later. The fastest car on track in practice, at least, is Jaden Scotton. So hopefully David is on the chat to shout on Jaden. I was thinking about this today. Jaden, Jamie. Well, pick another letter in the alphabet, guys. I mean, come on. It's just a broadcaster's nightmare. But yeah, let's move on. Right, let's have a look at the standings because I was late to this, given a few challenges that we had earlier today. I don't know what I'm trying to find. I'm trying to find this standings. So Pete Newman still resides top of the pile over Jamie Wilson. This is Jamie's year, I think. Jamie's season, rather. He's not that far behind. I say this every week, and he's slowly creeping forward. You know, there's, what's that? 30, maybe 40. He's about 40. Well, I'll call it 50 because I can't count. 50 points. What are you laughing at me for? He's 50 points behind Pete Newman. Do you think he's got it in him? Can he make the Audi do what it needs to do?
I feel he can, but you also need to definitely look over his shoulder because within 50 points, he has two other challengers who will be looking for Jamie and Pete as well to slip up over the coming weeks.
Yeah, you're right. Jaden Scott and Stephen Walker. Stephen loves this track, so I'm expecting him to do well here. Jaden, as we discussed, is already top of the pile in practice, so maybe that is a threat to these two. Pete Newman is in the session 6th fastest in practice. Jamie Wilson's got work to do in 16th, but he has been helping us, in inverted commas, out to try and get SDK doing what it should. I managed to press all the buttons in the order that he had in his message, and it did eventually work. And so I'm very, very grateful for that. Then there's a massive jump, really, isn't there, behind Stephen Walker, back to Manuel Saralegi. Renee's just had... I don't know anybody that has worse luck than Renee. He's so fast. He does so well in the officials, in the unofficial official league that gets posted. He's always top of the pile, and yet he seems to get absolutely mullered by other people's crashes.
Yeah, it is a shame because he always starts the season so well, and that, I think you kind of put into words exactly what I was going to say anyway. Like, we know how quick Rene is. We know at the end of the race, Rene is going to be up there or thereabouts. Just something happens along that journey that just discards all of that. You can definitely tell just by looking at the points and the drops and everything that it is up there. It just something. Whoever is in the chat with a voodoo doll of a cutting corny TCR on the Civic, please
Put it
stop
down.
throwing it in a fire.
Yeah.
Stop kicking it in traffic. Stop bouncing it off the walls, and let Rene, for the love of God, finish a race.
Yeah, that'd be nice. just a couple of race weeks. Jen Chiller, good evening. She must be listening to us. Excellent stuff. Right, let's move on to the Pro-Ams because this is where it starts getting dirty, and I mean that in a good way. What? Too many J's. Tony Walker leads the way on 980 points, nearly 50 points clear of Jura Larkinen. Not much between Jura and Tamas. And then a reasonable jump, I'd say, back to Dietmar in the cutting corny TCR. Is he still in the Elantra? I can't remember which car he's in. No, he's not. He's in the Veloster And then RDJ, he's 180 points behind the lead. I think that's a big jump now. So this one started to fragment a little, but the top three, I reckon, all in with a shout for this, Jay.
Yeah, absolutely. When you come off the championship screen, you see Tamas especially is going to be up for this one, currently riding 4th overall in this practice session, and Yura up in 7th as the second highest Pro-Am. Tony, possibly scared about getting put into the pros, which is an understatement of the year. Apparently, even if you're not winning races, if you're not winning races, you don't deserve to be in pro. But if you're consistently finishing at a high rate and you're top of the table, then I mean, he's 5th overall in BSTV for points.
Yes, he is. Yeah. Yeah, I was going to go to that in a minute, but yeah, you're right. He's
yeah, sorry, spoiler all.
But
no, in terms of entertainment for these three, it looks like Tony Walker's going to be looking over his shoulder a little bit more than usual.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it because that brings out the best in all competitors.
Yes, it really does. Let's switch towards the AM class. These are our developing races, we'll call these. Stefan Clark is still on top there, but not by a great deal. This is the closest one of all of them. Because if you look at that, then there's, what's that? 71 points separates the top 6, and 100 points separates the top 7. There is a big jump between Mika Santa Helena of your, of your JT Academy Silver team and Andy Littler there. But Andy's not raced all the races this season, hence his scores on both columns are identical. But this one is tighter than a
tight thing on
duck's bum, duck's bottom. Yeah. So David Ayres is sniffing at Stefan's heels. But he can't.
Oh, so glad you said heels.
Yes, yeah, I was thinking of other things, but Chris Dixon is absolutely in with a shout, and he is in the session tonight, and I think he's going to do all right here. This is a track that I think he'll suit. Ollie Payne, only 5 points behind Chris Dixon, 3 points behind Ollie is Fraser Garrity. There's nothing in any of this. This is so tight.
Yes, I agree, and even behind Fraser Garrity, you still got Mika Santa Helena and Andrew Littler, who are within 100 points of the leader. This is the sort of track where a careless dive into turn 1 or up the hill in Portimao could literally decide what the championship looks like at the end of the night.
Yeah.
You could end up losing places upon places, and as it's Yams, they could finish anywhere tonight.
Yeah, absolutely right. This is one of those gamble ones. Everybody's just started qualifying, so I'm going to skip through the next ones quickly. Result Clothing still on top, but not by much. BSTV have clawed back a huge amount of points, as have Hydro Race Racing Forces. They've brought themselves forward as well, but they're only 1 point, just 1 point ahead of Team Chimera there, and both Team Chimera cars are here, and I think Simon looks racy tonight. Let's move quickly on. Driver of the meeting, Thomas Dandridge, Jamie Wilson and Tony Walker share the top spot right now, so something's going to have to give there. A whole load of drivers on 1 point. And then the most coveted prize in the whole of iRacing and sim racing worldwide is the Sir Alan Safe Driver Award, which Jeff still is clinging on to. His knuckles are white, he's got this by the scruff of the neck, but look at where he is in the standings. He's still doing really well in his class. And then you got Tony Walker, not just fast in Pro-Am, but also a safe driver. Thomas Dandridge, who we've already mentioned, also very, very safe. This table here shows the ones that get results through consistency, because you were saying that Tony Walker was saying if you don't win races, you shouldn't be in Pro, blah, blah, blah. But this one suggests that if you are in the Safe Driver Award, what stops you being pro in that then, huh?
I have no natural answer to that. We didn't discuss it in the pre-broadcast. This is like what's the name of that really famous interview show where he just springs the random tough questions on the guests and then they sort of like get their careers cancelled.
Jeremy Kyle.
Oh God, no, not bear baiting.
Oh dear. That's the only one I ever watch. Reruns. But you can't watch them anymore because he got binned after somebody killed themselves. But never mind. We'll skip gaily over that one and we'll go straight to qualifying. Here's Jaden. I've broken Jay Corley. I've actually broken.
I'm just filling out. I'm just ringing the lawyers.
Oh, really? Right. Just apologise in advance. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, it's. Don't forget, folks, to tune in for the TCR takeover. Is it every Tuesday, Jay? Is it every Tuesday?
Yeah, I try and do a bit of TCR racing or commentating every Tuesday, depending on the condition of my wheel and my PC now. That gets to get added to the mix. But as the iRacing week changes to a Tuesdays, we usually try and gather for either on or before the unofficial strength of field racing, the TCRs on Tuesdays. A lot of fun. A lot of people come into the chat and join those races specifically as well. So yeah, we'd love to see you there.
Yeah, absolutely. Don't forget, folks, that if you can't make a Wednesday for BSTV, you can always try and make a Friday for SRL. And if that fails you, then the Alpha Touring Championship is available to you if you are a night owl, because that runs in an American time slot. Right, so we are on an outlap here with Jaden. Do you want to join Jaden on a fast lap?
Sure, why not?
Yeah, let's go on board with him. This one should be on board.
Yep.
Yes, there we go. This is the famous turn. Anyway, carry on.
Oh god. Anyway, welcome to Portimao, the roller coaster that gives you confidence, takes it away, and then throws it over a crest for a good measure. This is the fast GP layout, so buckle up, elevation changes, blind apexes, and more drama than a steward's meeting. So as you're going down the pit straight into turn 1, you can brake with a wheel on the downhill red tarmac. That's a gamble in pressure moments or damp conditions. Keep it stable, sweep through, and don't get greedy with the high curves. This track loves 4 wheels planted. Turn 2, you'll be flowing immediately into a very stiff braking zone for turn 3. A proper hairpin. Rotate it patiently and get it to the right early to open up turn number 4, which you can take flat out if you've done your homework. Abuse the exit curb too much on the off-track counter, start smiling. Now the downhill charge to turn 5 as the green paint disappears on the right, brake hard in a straight line. It tightens more than you expect, so crawl it in. Avoid climbing too much curb and straighten the wheel early on exit. Little red on exit is fine, a lot of red is regret. Turn 6, stay left and hug the white line, then gently brake past the grass for turn 7, Sanson. You're going to find yourself drifting out as if it's a Tokyo drift and up the hill. If you go too soon, you're going to be building sandcastles in the kitty litter. Over the hill and far away as we go up to turns 9, 10 and 11. Keep left after 9, 2 or 3 car lengths past the whiteboard, begin your turn for 10. You can afford to miss the apex slightly, but the goal is to drift left and carry momentum downhill into 11. It's a diamond line playground, but patience is key. Get it wrong and the rest of the lap feels uphill. As you go into turn 12, you want to be hitting the apex and moving to the left immediately for a very long turn 14 Sagres. Light brake is just as the grass ends. Get smooth with the steering and be gentle on the throttle. Front wheel drive and the steer lives here. Finally, the fast blind roam through turn 15, where nobody that I know of has had a major incident here in the last 2 years. No more questions please on that one. But the weight shift will try and push you wide. Stay composed, use the exit curb, let the car run free towards the line, and if you do get it wrong, then you're going to look like a kangaroo going head on with a GT3 Mustang.
Yeah.
But that's a lap of Algarve GP. Blind entries, brave crests, and a constant negotiation between confidence and chaos. Nail it and it feels heroic. Miss it and, well, let's just say some of us has stories we don't tell anymore.
Yes, but some of us other people have long memories and the ability to do a VT of that incident. Just saying. Anyway, Jaden is top of the pile, fastest man on track. Simon Trendle's current lap is an outlap, and he's got a slow down on it, but that doesn't matter. Right, let's have a look at the change. So the changes to this paint, Jay.
Wow, it looks absolutely gorgeous, doesn't it?
Gorgeous or catastrophic mess? You decide, folks. Oh, that's not the camera I was after.
Nerds' wet dream.
Well, yes, in that respect, it's very good. Send it, boy!
Send it, boy!
Oh dear. I had to send it back for reapproval after there was no reference to BSTV on it, and he's finally put the badge on the front and on the back. What have we got? Oh, that's the wrong camera, Pete. Icky Hands as a reference to me when we did the BSTV barbecue here at my house many years ago, and lots of his normal encouraging language to people when he's trying to, get them to go faster. It is actually very good, I have to say. What are you going to do with it? Where's the other one? Oh no, the cameras have all changed, of course. Chopper, can we see what it says on the roof? Not quite.
Need more speed.
Need more
Power.
speed. Yes. Power.
Crash.
Yeah. So that.
Great time as well, by the way. Up into second place, 0.152 behind Jaden.
Yeah.
Just having a quick look at the rest of the times, and it appears we've got a fair few people actually getting plenty of greens on there. Jaden's setting a quickest first and second sector.
Yeah, he's got work to do in the third sector, even from his very fastest lap. Wobbly and Simon Trundle. I thought Simon Trundle's just overwritten his own last time, so I can't tell now. Although, there's a few people that are threatening that time for Jaden. Where is Jamie Wilson? Where is Jamie Wilson? He's in 15th currently. He's positioned himself well for the reverse grid in race 1 though, which is odd. We don't have a reverse grid in race 1, folks. We've got a 20-minute race for you coming up with 30% fuel. No need to pit unless you've got damage, of course. You do get fast repair. You get 15 incidents before you have to do a drive of shame. And then we have a 5-minute interlude where we will do the feature race, 40 minutes, with a reverse 15 grids, same fuel, 30%. Therefore, you are, encouraged, if you want to finish, to visit the pit lane for more go-go juice, or bang juice, as Fee calls it. No need for tyres, though. And no need for a second visit unless you got damage. So, yes, it's, given the state of the league, we're looking for some really clean racing tonight, generally, aren't we, Jay? I mean, we're also looking for Renee to get a higher starting position than 10th, etc.
Hashtag let Renee go.
Oh yeah, that's from you. Yes, absolutely. And so Alan says, yes, he has suffered this season. He really has, yeah. Agree with that. Let Renee go, says Jen Chiller, which is where
That's
the hashtag... yeah. Dear. Right, so who else is setting lights to the timing screens? Jura Larkinen is currently the fastest of the Pro-Ams. And Stefan Glauke makes his name known at the top of the AM class. Crikey, that's a lot of curve.
That's
Good
a
grief.
lot of curve there.
Oh dear.
Expect to see that a fair bit with people fighting through those first couple of corners, and if you're too wide and first on the inside hits that curb, well, you can both probably kiss goodbye to a couple of body panels on your car.
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, I'm surprised there's not people at the side there holding up number boards with scores from 1 to 10 for artistic interpretation or something.
They're in Italy with the Winter Olympics at the moment, I'm guessing.
yeah, totally. Yeah, that's why they're not here. Deep Mars just moved himself up. Stuart Gibbons, look at that. That's a nice time, isn't it, Jay?
Bit of slipstream as well.
Yeah, very nice. And he's bailed on the next lap. He's going to go and get some more fuel, maybe, or just some more practice time on track. Who knows? We are only 4 minutes away from the first of tonight's races, folks. Let us know on the chat who you think's going to win this. You've got a number of names at the top of this to choose from. We've seen some really close racing, some strange messes along the way this season as well. Even Virginia didn't exactly work out nice and smooth. Let's see what happens here. Right, so where are we looking? Andy Little is in... Oh, he's on track. Right, okay, cool. No times set by Chris Needham or by Sam Blease yet. Sorry, I'm clicking on their names, which is why it's doing strange things, folks.
Fair.
Set. Oh, sorry, go on.
No, I said fair.
Yeah. We have a new set of cameras, courtesy of Jamie Wilson's professional photography company. And hopefully they are fully loaded. There we go. This might look similar to previous. However, he's positioned the camera so that the timing tower is also included as part of the menage, which is excellent. It's excellent. It means that the centre of the picture that you're looking at is slightly offset to the right, so we can account for the room for the timing tower. Very clever. Thank you to Jamie. Right. Right. Where are we going to look? Let's have a look at Pete Newman, current reigning champion and current leader of the championship, trying to retain his title for a second season. It's not easily done in this league. Not many people have managed it. I think only Stephen and Sam Blees have managed that before. Even the mighty Miguel didn't manage that. Do you think he's got it all sewn up, or do you think he's calm in there, or do you think he's like, oh my god, there's lots and lots of people chasing me down right now?
Probably the last option, to be honest. Especially with the three that are behind him now. He last championship, last season, as long as Pete kept it clean, got a really good position. Now he's got three racers who are also keeping it relatively clean, who are taking advantage of the times that Pete probably hasn't had such a clean race, or a tangle with oppositions like at Summit Point was probably one of the big turnarounds this season in terms of the championship. So I think we're still going to see it slightly calm from Mr. Newman, but I mean, he's going to have to push a little bit harder than the 8th place he is now if he's going to hope to keep looking behind his shoulder and breathing easy.
Right, and while we've got 50 seconds left, we need to talk about a conversation that happened on Discord recently, mentioning no names. Look at the screen, folks, look at the screen. And a certain individual who decided to pick a verbal fight with me without realising just how immature I am. So let's talk about He-Man, shall we? For those of you that are old enough, you'll remember this was a children's cartoon many years ago with a very strong bloke who had the power of Grayskull and all that, but he had some very funny villains. And this is where the person on the screen comes in. So
He's run away. He knows that you're talking about him.
he really does. Oh, and we've just tripped over. So what I need from you folks as we trip from qualifying into the race is what you consider to be his evil villain name in He-Man. I've got my choices. I want to read yours. So off you go, folks. Do your worst. Right, let's go. We're going to focus on Bjorn. Anybody that flashes their lights this week, by the way, and that's what the conversation on Discord was about, is clearly demonstrating that they are... I'm going to get us banned now, Jay. They are not satisfied by their other their partners, their other halves. So let's see how many flashing lights we get. Oh, look at that! So many inadequate people. Okay, let's move on quickly. Where is the standings? Are you able to speak, Jay, or have I just... No.
Yeah, no,
Jay's
I am.
gone.
I'm just... No, I'm here. I'm definitely here.
He-Man was for kids. Not anymore, Sir Alan. Jaden Scotton. He's questioning He-Man was for kids. That's funny. No, it's absolutely for adults. It had lots of adult overtones. Oh dear, so many people that just can't do it. You know. Right, Jaden Scotton will lead us away. He's your pole man for JC Academy Gold. Wobbly goes off on the front row next to him. Simon Trundle goes off third. Fourth we'll see Stephen Walker. Euro Larkin will go off fifth. Sixth will be Thomas Asboth. Tony Walker off seventh. Pete Newman off eighth. Michael Hall off ninth. 10th will be Thomas Dandridge. Renee Earhart will go off 11th with a fair wind. Daniel Lewis off 12th tonight. Everybody is now being... Stop, flash. Never mind. 13th will be Stefan Goebel. Bjorn Ritter off 14th. Demis Titular off 15th. 16th will be Carl Hardy. 17th with Jamie Wilson. 18th will be Derek Crowther. Stuart Gibbons will go off 19th. Ronald de Jong. RDJ will go off 20th. Diemar Hoos off 21st. Stefan Klauke off 22nd. 23rd will be Chesney Vandenbroek. 24th will be Mika Santa Helena. Where am I? Mika. 25th, don't know. 26th will be David Ayres. 27th will be Paul Hurley. Ollie Payne off 28th. Jeff Saunders off 29th. 30th, stop flashing your lights, will be Chris Dixon. Chris Needham off 31st. Sam Blees, what are you doing down there? 32nd. Andy Littler, 33rd. Honestly, Jay, some people...
I know, right? I can't believe it, but the lights are about to go on, and I don't mean on the fronts of the TCR, and that was quick.
Oh, somebody's not moved. I think it was Bjorn, but Wobbly's been caught on the hop here by Simon Trendle. That Audi has just been shot out of a cannon, or has it? Yes, it has. He's gone round the outside. Simon Trendle goes round the outside. I remember that. Tony Walker's going a bit backwards in the field, is he? He's dropped a few places. Demis Tigchalar is in a 5 wide situation nearly.
5 wide at Portimao. Sounds horrible.
Yeah. Jura Larkinen, door to door with Tamas Asboth. This is for good points here and the top of the Pro-Ams. I would not look away from that. Stuart Gibbons has had a bad day at the office, has he? No. Just got offline, off track. So,
Jaden with a perfect lead, start from Jaden just there, already a second ahead of Wobbly. Just has to keep it held down whilst everybody behind him starts battling. That's how quite a lot of people have managed to win their first races of the meeting.
Yeah,
but do have a beat ball for Bjorn.
Yeah, how's he managed that? Wobbly has managed to wrestle second place away from Simon Trendle. The Veloster getting it done, and opportunist, as he always is, Stephen Lucky Wookie Walker dives it down the inside. I don't think we had Samblees start the race. David Ayres is already in the pits. Chesney is doing all right, but he's dropped quite a lot of places. Demis Tigchalar is facing the wrong way.
Can't pat there, mate. Sorry, I couldn't resist. It's just a gut reaction. If you're British, Australian, or New Zealand, you can't help it. You have to say it.
Can't part there, mate. Bjorn's gone to pits for his meatball. Oh, hang on. Yep, right, okay. I thought we'd had another pass. We hadn't. Simon Trendle has got to grips with that Audi a bit more now, and he's having a real good stare either side of Wobbly's car.
Line.
Yeah, that was beautiful, wasn't it?
Line through here, and I think Wobbly's going to have to try and defend this one somehow, much to the happiness of Jaden in front. But Simon's going to just stick behind for now, and Pete Newman going in very hot on that corner, but fantastic braking for himself as he keeps it out of the back of Stephen Walker. Beautiful hills of Portimao in the background as we approach Samson.
Approach Samson? What's Samson doing here?
I was thinking more mobile phones, but you know.
Right.
I nearly sang the whole one-to-one keep yourself connected theme tune, but that's for another time.
Hey, if you want to break into tune, that's fine, as long as nobody's flashing the lights at the same time. Right, so Demis gets a squeeze from Jeff. Jeff's keeping in this.
A bit behind there. Yeah, nice and flowy this part of the corner. You can take multiple lines through here. Promotes great racing between everybody, but Demis gets through on that one. Meanwhile, Fraser Garrity, Stuart Gibbons taking the outside. Stuart's going to have the inside of the next corner, and Santa Helena is going to be looking for any opportunity to get these two past here. But onto the final corner, once we get past Sagres, it's going to be neck and neck for these two. So we might want to keep the camera here because Santa Helena is going to have a hell of a run into the first corner, which she's already told me That first corner scares the hell out of him, and he might not be able to make a move through there. That's
Oh,
great for us, because
yeah.
it just makes things a little bit more entertaining. Right behind him, Paul Hurley as well, watching to see if any chaos is going to be happening in front. But a late break just there from Stuart Gibbons, that might be a bit too much. He has gone completely off the course. I don't know if that's enough for a slowdown.
No, it's
But
not.
Fraser all over the back of him.
Yeah, that one's going to carry on for a while, I expect. Let's go and see what's going on elsewhere. At the front, Jaden Scotland's legged it. So he has 1.5 seconds, 1.6 seconds over these guys. Wobbly still under masses of pressure from Simon Trendle. I feel that Simon Trendle's got something for that Veloster.
Yeah, he's getting so close there.
Yeah.
And I honestly think the Veloster's probably one of the stronger cars here this week.
Right.
With the shorter wheelbase, it gets out of some of these flowing corners so easily. But I tell you what, Simon in that Audi at the moment is really doing a Jamie Wilson, pushing the hell out of those 4 rings.
He is, yeah. At this point in the lap, he's dropping back from Wobbly, or is he? Because he takes a different line through there, and it works. So I think Wobbly's going to have to do something significant here. Simon Trendle's not listened to the pundits saying that the Veloster is the better car. He's saying, no, it's not. Watch this.
What do you mean? Yeah, plus Wobbly does have something bolted to the bottom of his seat for this week, so he's probably getting used to the vibrations. Without context, that sounds horrific. But if you're in the Discord, you will completely understand what's going on.
Does it start with a D and end in an O?
Maybe in a different country, but it definitely begins with a B and ends in an R. Got you thinking now, haven't I? On to lap number 4, James Scott on 1.6 seconds ahead of Wobbly at the moment, 0.3 seconds in front of Simon Trendle, occupying the last place on that podium. Jamie Wilson, meanwhile, who is battling for a championship right now.
Yeah, he is.
Plus 6 places, so a really good start from him, up in 11th. Just outside the top 10, fighting against leader of the Pro-Ams at the moment, Tony Walker. He's going to be taking that inside line as we go down the hill. And
whoa!
There it is. If you miss that braking point, you are really dicing with death there.
That was Daniel Lewis.
Yeah, and Jamie Wilson has not got past Tony Walker just there.
No.
In fact, Jamie Wilson's had a horrible drive out of that corner. I'm guessing with the inside line just not getting enough speed on the exit, that has allowed the charging Daniel Lewis to get right up the back of him.
Yeah, it does.
His car.
Here comes Ollie Payne. That's a lot of curb. And that's not happening now, but Demis Titular is making his way up through this field. Where is Rene? So he was doing all right before. He's up 2 places, and now he's leading this group, or he was. He's splitting off it now. He's got clear. Now he's setting off after Tamas, who is the tail end of that huge train that starts with 2nd place and ends in 8th place. 6 cars per second at the minute.
Yeah, himself and Euro having a fantastic race in the Pro-Ams right now, keeping nice and close, and Tony Walker taking a lot of the curb just there, which you can do, but can cause a little bit of instability, which we won't talk about anymore. Next question.
Let's analyse that, shall we?
I think we have
Instability
a
on
race. We have a race that we need to commentate on here, Pete. And straight away, both 2 wide fakes for saving me there, Demis. Thank you. Cheers. But
Ooh,
Chelsea on the
no.
outside, and we could going into the very quick first corner, and this is this is the completely wrong end of the field for this to be happening. But we have a cluster, a Tetris piece of TCR right now. Oh, and one last ditch.
Don't do that.
Looks like, wow,
Who's
that's
that?
Chris
Oh, is that
Needham
Chris?
taking the scenic route through the Portuguese countryside.
Yeah, there he is. Rejoining now. Not got a Portuguese flag on the roof.
But, oh, and that was very close to being a bit of hanky-panky just then. Jamie wasn't still not able to get past Tony Walker there.
No, and there's battles everywhere now. You can see it on your timing screens. It looks worse on my timing tower because I've got red lights, not orange. Oh, who's that? Is that Demis?
That's Demis going
Yeah.
out really wide there, and this could be 3 wide into the next 2 quarters, which I do not recommend. This is extremely bad for your health, and Demis has Dennis has
Ugh.
backed out at the last moment.
Oh!
Chesney is tagged.
Oh, there we go. It had to. Well, it didn't have to happen, but it did happen. Is this Chris Needham with the go faster front on? No, no, no. He's not got a meatball. He's just trying to get it back together. I reckon that steering's going to be somewhat off. No.
Chris letting Chesney through.
Yeah, okay.
Chris probably feels some responsibility on that one, but it's not the best camera angle to see. It's great for viewing, but not so much for analysing any incidents.
Not really, no. Right, so, whereas we were at the front, the top 5, well, sorry, 2nd through to 5th are very, very close still. Oh, that was very wide from Stephen Walker, did he? He must have picked up an off track there. Really, Jamie Wilson needs to be moving forward. He's in the championship up 6 places, fair enough. He needs to pick up more if he wants to stay in contention for the championship though, Jay.
Yeah, Daniel Lewis at the moment
on,
is side by
Stefan.
side behind, which is
Yeah.
going to help Jamie Wilson out massively. But I tell you what, if I was Jamie right now, and Jamie's actually slightly defending that inside line,
Yeah.
and that's just going to do nothing for his exit speed out of it. I think Jamie's really struggling around this course on the Audi. Fantastic start, as we saw from himself and Simon in the other Audi, but we've seen Jamie get to grips with the Audi on so many courses. Could this be his kryptonite?
Yeah, it might be. Or it might be that 11th is quite close to 15th.
That's also a possibility as well, but I tell you what, if Daniel Lewis is going this quick behind him, then
Oh, look at that line from Stefan. That was brilliant.
yeah, there's you can take so many different lines through that course. Just there, it's a
Right.
brilliant part of the track. But I tell you what, this is good for Jamie Wilson though, because Stefan, who wasn't showing too much fight against Daniel Lewis in front, has finally brought out the big guns here. Probably seen how close it is to 17th place behind him, and has probably
yeah.
figured every single place I can get now is going to be an advantage at the end of the day.
Without a doubt, yeah.
Open that corner even more as well. And I tell you what, if I was Stefan right now, I would be gearing up to do a move here. 11 minutes 30, and look at how close he is already. 0.12. Stefan, you're gonna have to do it now.
Yeah.
It's now or never.
It really is now or never. Ooh, he's bailed.
Oh, and I tell you what, that's Jamie just braking really hard for that corner there.
Lots of people going wide at that corner, like really wide. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, and this is
Something
exactly
going
what
on here.
Jaden needed.
A scrap.
Yeah, that's Simon in front of Wobbly. Wobbly's
just
carrying a
about.
bit more speed into this corner. Watch Stephen behind. What's Stephen's move going to be here? He's going to keep it nice and tight for a late apex. And
Simon's kept Wobbly to the inside line there. That's
Audi
nice.
power. And say what, keep a watch of Pete Newman as well behind, and Wobbly letting Simon go, but closing the door.
He wanted
And
a
Stephen
cutback.
Walker behind.
He wanted a cutback, but that sausage curb absolutely mullered his car. Right, so we're still in the cutting the thrust of it here with Pete Newman and Wobbly. Stephen Walker's
Yep, Simon going to try and run away with this one. Meanwhile, Wobbly having to manage 2 different tasks at the moment.
That's a touch.
A little bit of a tap, but that's fine. Could be looking for an up and under instead. Oh, nearly going up the rear quarter panel of Pete just there. We're not going to see a dive to the inside here. Wobbly instead opting to open up. Sagres just there to get a bit more of a run into the final corner. And just in the space of 1 lap, Wobbly dropping down from 2nd to 5th. But
Yeah.
we still have 6.5 minutes left of the race. Don't go anywhere.
No, definitely not. Right, back in this group as they come hurling it through one of the most dangerous corners on the track, really, isn't it, Jay?
Depends who you're talking to, I suppose. But anyway, Stone Global really close right now to Daniel Lewis, getting closer and closer every single lap, but not making a move as of yet. And I swear I just saw that velocity getting a bit squirrely, because the curbs are quite high here.
Yeah.
If you drive over them without conviction, you run the risk of hooking your wheel over the curb, and tell you what, Stefan just
Giving a hurry
Getting
up
us-
call. Yeah.
yeah, pretty much just well, get a move on,
Yeah.
please, because I do have.
I don't think there was a
Kalani
please
behind
involved
me.
in that at all. I think that was just get on with it. Why are you slowing me down?
Oh, Daniel Lewis
Sent it on
overshooting
himself.
that corner slightly.
Yeah.
There might have been there's little pushes from Stefan. May have confused Daniel with his braking point there.
Maybe.
Nearly like a NASCAR push to pass, but less
Oh,
violent.
look at this. Oh, I thought he was going to cut back then. He maybe should have done. I don't know.
Yep, Simon Trendle and Stephen Walker in second
Oh.
place, side by side at the moment, going up into Portimao. And Stephen Walker looking to take that inside there. Pete Newman taking the exact same line, but that outside line with Audi power is going to give Simon the inside.
I saw Simon moving right and I thought, oh no.
And this is absolutely perfect for Jaden at the moment, who has stretched the lead out to 5 seconds,
Oh.
nearly 3 wide through the outside of Sagres, which if you're on the outside, you're always going to lose that one in a 3 wide, but instead it's going to be 2. And Simon
Wobbly's
now
on his
has to
way.
somehow control how he's taking this final corner. Pete's going to stick to the inside, and perfect seats here for Wobbly, who's going to take as much of that. That's going to be an off track, but a little bit extra speed, and suddenly you've got a trio in front where if they carry on, and Pete has to commit here, if he lifts, he risks Wobbly taking one of the positions. In fact, Pete might go for that second place overall.
On the bonnet with Ura, who is still with this battle as the lead pro-am.
Yep, and as long as all these...
Oh,
there's a little tap just there from Wobbly to Simon, and Laura is
dear.
going to cause Wobbly's spotter to start screaming at him in some sort of Dutch profanity-filled
Tell you what,
sentence.
Pete Newman's done really well out of this. Really, really well. He's played his cards very nicely.
Yes, definitely, absolutely, and Wobbly's going to have that inside line there. The Audi's going to have the outside. But I think Ura's got somebody on his inside as well, actually.
No,
oh, no, he didn't. He's just
got a
taking
gap
a
back
slightly
to
different
Michael.
exit.
Yeah, Michael Hall's lurking. Tamas is with him. And then we drop a few seconds back to, 1.5 seconds to Renee, who is making his way forward. He's 2 up from the start. But you're right, Jaden Scotton in that JC Academy gold car, all by himself. Like, really all by himself.
Look at Tamas.
Tamas.
Tamas
Where's
couple
Tamas?
places back.
Oh,
just
yeah.
there, nearly side by side
With Michael.
with Michael Hall there.
Good call. That happened quick, didn't it?
Yeah, I just saw time go red all of a sudden. And I
Yeah.
was just like, that's an overtake somewhere, but could be a dive here.
Well,
But
they're on the hurry
Tamas
up now.
decides-
2 laps to go, I think, 2.
Yep, it's going to be about that. About 1 minute 53 per lap. If we have the track map up, we
Oh, why is
should
that
be able
gone
to see
again?
where Jaden is at the moment. Jaden's going across the line, and
3 minutes to
with
go.
bit of quick mass, I think there's still going to be 1 more lap left after the next.
Yeah.
I think now we've got 2 more minutes, and it's going to be by about 3-4 seconds.
Oh, look at RDJ carrying speed around that lethal last corner. Lethal. You know, anybody
Yeah.
could over-rotate and, take out loads of people on that corner. It'd be dead easy. Dead easy.
I'll take your word for it, Pete. But RDJ at the moment, very quickly catching to deck, and a little bit of touching and pushing through just there. Will it result in a move at the end of turn 2? Nope. RDJ keeping it nice and tight.
Wow.
And Mr. Payne deciding to let Demis through.
Yeah, well...
Probably sees more value in letting him through and using him as a slipstream in case something happens in front. And I feel with how close these 5 are getting at the moment, the drama's not finished, and it's only 18 minutes into race 1.
Yeah, this is... it bodes well for race 2, I have to say. With these 5, 6, 7 cars, if there wasn't the gap back to Michael Hall, then this would be, I don't know, an 8-car train. Because Renee has caught the back of Tamas Asboth, pretty much. I mean, he's well within half a second of him now, so...
We've also got a nice long train behind Stefan Goebel in 12th place as well. A cluster of cars.
Yeah, that's good.
And only half of those cars, by the way, are going to be involved in the reverse grid.
Oh, that's...
So if anybody makes any move on another and the wrong part of the track, we could have a grandstand finish there as well. But Dandridge at the moment, occupying position 15th, just needs to try and keep himself within the crevasse of Carl and Deck, which sounds horrible on paper, but you know what? Yes. So James Scott in the lead with Stephen Walker on an extreme defensive maneuver just there. Wobbly nearly trying to get a move done on Pete there as well.
Oh,
Pete's
wow.
launching himself over the curb, and suddenly Wobbly is all over the back of him, like some sort of disease.
That's extreme curbage, I have to say. Oh.
And Simon Trendle sticking a nose in, but it's not going to be enough. And this is going to be where we need to be on the final lap of the race. What's Pete going to do here? Is he going to defend early and pick his position? Was Wobbly going to swing into the inside like that? That's allowed Simon to get on the outside, so that's going to stop Wobbly from being able to use all the circuit on exit. Somehow manages to
I was going to say, yeah, he's done it anyway. That's given Stephen Walker a little bit of breathing space. Jaden Scott in his own race.
He's probably on his Samsung Galaxy going through Samsung texting his mates just like, how's the car look?
David Scotton says Jaden's so fast because he's trying to get away from Wobbly's new livery.
Oh, speaking of, we could be seeing a late dive here. Simon deciding to open up the corner more than everybody else.
Yeah, there's going to be something goes on here, I'm sure of it.
Might be a bit too far, but if someone puts a foot wrong here, and I feel Simon brakes a lot later than Wobbly does just there. Also uses, well, you saw it there, uses a lot more circuit on the exit as well.
Probably an Audi thing though, right?
Corner. Possibly, very possibly, but, and forgive me if I'm wrong, but I think this is Jaden's first race 1 win.
Race 1 win, yes. He's done a feature race, so well done to Jaden. Spectacular result there. What happened here? Everybody is as they were. You're a Larkinen. Good man. Good man.
Place overall. Brilliant stuff for Tamas. Up there in 8th place. Tony Walker with a very respectful 10th place as well, which means doesn't lose as many points as he perhaps feared coming into the race.
No, lots of cars still coming over the line here. Where's Demis? Demis is just coming round the last corner. People seem to have enjoyed themselves around here, I have to say. Lots of positive light flashing, none of that nonsense from the start. And the two work guard cars in the field following each other over the line, so well done to them. Bjorn stayed in the... Oh, ended up in the pits. How did Bjorn end up in the pits?
I think that was from right at the beginning.
Oh, was it? Right, okay.
Yeah, still in there. I think one of his mechanics lost a wheel and they're still chasing it down the hills of Portugal.
Yes, that would happen to a chorus of Obrigado. What? That's Portuguese. Right. So, Jaden Scotton took the glory in this feature race here at Portimao. For JC Academy Gold. Stephen Walker, Lucky Wookie Walker, got 2nd place for BSTV Esports. 3rd was Pete Newman, the current reigning champion and leader of the series for Result Clothing. Wobbly was 4th and off the podium for BSTV. Simon Trendle was 5th for Team Chimera. You're Larkin, the first of our Pro-Am drivers over the line in 6th place overall for Hydro Race Racing Forces, with Michael Hall behind him in 7th for Result. Thomas Asboth, 2nd in class, 8th on track for Pro-Am. And for Spin and Toe Motorsport, excuse me. Rene Earhart managed to finish the race with all the panels on his car for Cutting Corny TCR team, but was 9th. I think he would have hoped for better, Jay. But he is, was he the highest Honda? He was, wasn't he? No,
yes,
he wasn't.
So.
No, he wasn't. Pete Newman was.
No, he wasn't.
Me being silly. Tony Walker was 10th and 3rd in class for BSTV. Good result for him, like you say, limiting the amount of points given away to Jura and Tamas. Jamie Wilson finished in 11th place for Team Chimera. Stefan Goebel was 12th for VTS Esports. Daniel Lewis 13th for Blade Designs, with Carl Hardy 14th for Result Clothing. Thomas Dandridge was 15th for Verve Racing. Derek Crowther was 16th for Blade Designs, with RDJ Ronald de Jong 17th for Hydro Race Racing Forces. And Deep Marhus, quiet race from him. Didn't see much of him on the cameras this time. 18th for Cutting Corny TCR team. Our 19th, the first of our AM class drivers, Stefan Klauke, over the line there. 20th was second in class. Have we got any names yet? I don't know.
Then I can see maybe people don't agree with your statement. I'm not
What?
sure.
How can they not? Anyway, the one of He-Man's baddies there for Insignia Motorsport came home second in class. Stuart Gibbons was third in class, 21st on track for Blade Designs. Mika Santa Helena 22nd. Someone tears out of the pit lane. 22nd for JC Academy Silver. Paul Hurley was 23rd for Insignia. Demis Dictular was 24th for Hydro Race Racing Forces. Jeff Saunders was 25th for JC Academy Silver. Chris Needham was 26th for Air Smart Racing. Ollie Payne was 27th for Safeguard. Chesney Vandenbroek was 28th for JC Academy Gold. 29th was Chris Dixon for Workguard. His teammate Andy Littler followed him home, as we saw in 30th. Bjorn Ritter was 31st. David Ayres was 32nd, and I don't believe that Sam Blees or David Ayres started the race. Not sure. Maybe. Oh, David Ayres I think did, but he didn't get very far.
David did, yes.
Yeah, Sam Blees did not, did he? There's no evidence of him turning any laps. No. Unless you've got anything that says otherwise.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly as you've said.
Cool. Not gone mad just yet. Maybe I have. Jury's out. Okay, so this is the 5-minute interlude. Any standout performances in that one? I think jurors needs to be called out for Hydro Race Racing Forces there. That to stay with that super fast group as a Pro-Am driver in an Elantra. He was the highest Elantra in the field. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, it was going to be him and Thomas as well. Actually, both pushing their way through a couple of pros.
Yep.
Although, still had the usual suspects in the top 5 there. See the likes of Euro Tamas right outside of it is great for them. Probably not so much for Tony.
No, that's worked against Tony Walker for sure. Maybe he can recover some of it in the second of tonight's races with the reverse 15 grid. That will probably do Jamie Wilson a lot of good. It depends how much total speed you can get out of this Audi around this. You're right, your description was beautiful before about this being a flowing track. One corner has been very thoughtfully made out for the next one, hasn't it? So that, there's none of the heavy stoppy-starty that you get on certain tracks. I'm looking at you, Kota. This one's almost like a piece of poetry in tarmac, isn't it?
Wow. That's
deep, isn't it? Have you ever heard that from me before? That's pretty good.
I have
isn't it?
never heard that from
Wow.
you. But what site on Google are you reading that from right now?
Nothing. Just made that up myself. Right. So, I still want some He-Man villain names for Mr. Garrity.
Are we making up
Just
He-Man
make them up.
villain
Yeah.
names?
Merman is one. Beastman is
Who?
one.
Beastman. Did they even put any? They put as much thought into those enemy names as Lime Rock does corner names.
Well, yeah.
Beastman.
That's why this should be
It's
dead
gonna
easy.
tell me there's Calendar Man and Dropped Pen on the Floor Man.
Which would be quite good, actually. Drop pen on the floor, man. I can see him being useful. As a villain.
Left-handed Scissors Girl. Actually,
that's pretty
my
good.
God. Actually, you know what?
could
I'll
be
take that back.
Yeah, no, that's good. I could use that as
That's
an
one
insult.
for the adults, that one, I
Yeah,
think.
yeah.
Oh
So,
my God.
Anyway, Thomas Dandridge is going to lead us away. Carl Hardy's going to be on the front row next to him with Daniel Lewis and Stefan Goebel filling out that second row. Jamie Wilson will go off 5th. That's a good place for him to start. And Tony Walker. Good place for him to start 6th. Stop flashing your lights, Thomas. Rene Earhart off 7th. 8th will be Tamas Asboth. 9th will be Michael Hall. 10th will be Euro Larkin, and Simon Trendle will go off 11th. Wobbly will go off in 12th place. 13th will be Pete Newman. Stephen Walker will go off 14th. Jaden Scott off 15th because he won the first race. Deck Crowther 16th. RDJ 17th. Dietmar 18th. Stefan Klauken 19th. Fraser Geraghty off 20th, or whatever his He-Man villain name is now. Stuart left-handed scissor girl, yeah. Stuart Gibbons off 21st, 22nd, Mika Santa Helena. Everybody is being a bit of a knob right now, yeah. 23rd, Paul Hurley. 24th, Demis Tichelart. Lost my flow now, thanks. Jeff Saunders, 25th. 26th, Chris Needham. Ollie Payne, 27th. Chesney Vandenbroek, 28th. 29th, Chris Dixon. 30th, Andy Littler. Bjorn Ritter, 31st. Doubt we'll get a David Ayres on track, and pretty certain we're not getting a Sam Blease on track. Right. Is it true, Jay? Is what true, Jay? Why is left-handed scissor girl asking you if it's true? Right.
A very horrible thing has been put in the in-game chat, which I can't say out loud, and I'm disappointed with a lot of people.
Oh, really? Okay.
But,
Oh, we've got no Wobbly.
I mean,
Wobbly is not gridded.
oh, where is Wobbly?
He might not have had time in his private life to accommodate the second of tonight's races, but we are go. Staffan, Pete Newman and Fraser Garrett are down as crashed already. I don't know how that can happen. But we are racing and we're 4 wide. And we were 4 wide. We're now 3 wide.
This isn't good on cold tyres.
Dude,
This could
that
end
looked a bit
very
horrible.
badly, and that was very close.
Yeah, Chesney Vandenbroek going backwards fast. I don't know why. But we'll look at the front where everybody's just piling up like the M25, Jay.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Jamie Wilson
That was a
with
hit.
little tap on
Yeah.
Carl Hardy in the front, and a great start from both of them. Jamie
Yeah,
up 3
Jamie's up
places,
mega,
Carl up 1, but this is the corner that's going to really decide a few races, especially with the reverse grid, and Jaden on the
Shoo, look
very
at that.
inside just there, and look how close that is.
Shoot, 3 wide with a Simon sandwich.
Trendle.
Yeah.
Yep, Simon Trendle being the meat in an unfortunate
Racing Forces sandwich.
I think it was somebody else from
Was it?
by the side of him there, so not quite a Subway as fresh as you like. It was up there.
Classic. Thomas Standridge, pole man, he's in 4th place, staying strong at the minute. That's touchy.
Yep, that was
Too much
slight
touchy.
push off the road
Touchy
there.
more, touchy more.
He's returned the favour in
yeah, he has,
quite
yeah.
a way. In fact, that looked like there was a bit of wheel damage just there.
That's not a slowdown. I don't know what is. Anyway, it's not a
hopefully they're
slowdown.
gonna be
It's
happy
not a
about that
slowdown.
one.
Look at the state of this. This is brilliant.
Yeah, a lot of position shifting at the moment. 2 wide battle, so
Lots of
choose your lane carefully.
Lots of position shifting, but it's all clean. Well, I say that. There's a bit of like shoulders, but
Yeah, Tony Walker at the moment defending from Michael Hall, but with Tamas right behind. Tamas
good
who will
coming.
want to get past both of these at the moment. Look how close Michael is at the moment, literally pushing him along, whilst quietly whispering on the radio to Tony, "Do you know how much I love you?" I don't know what
Is
that's
that right?
supposed to mean, but, either that or I've got my voices mixed up there. That might have been sweet nothings from Tony over to Michael Hall.
Yeah.
Watch out for the neck kissing a little bit later.
Yeah. Even I'm
Daniel
horny
Lewis
now.
making his way through. Oh my God, what you
Nah.
and I know.
Go on, Stefan. Good.
And Stefan about
Don't-
to have an
don't bail
audacious
out.
dive attempt
That's
here.
lovely.
Wow.
Oh, move of the day. Move of the day.
What an overtake
Spectacular.
just there. The absolute size of those stones. And I thought the curling was going on in Italy right now.
Wow. That is the best overtake I've seen tonight.
Yeah, Wobbly in the chat saying hardware issues
Oh,
causing him
no.
to back out of the main event tonight.
I think his I can't say that. His vibrating machine may have got out of control on him. No,
And Cluster,
that was
there
a
was
touch
a little bit of
on the
contact
back
just
of a
there.
car. Yeah.
Yep, Daniel Lewis tapping the back of Tony Walker just there. Finds himself right next to Tanis. Behind them, race 1 winner, Jaden Scotton, up into 9th place.
Yeah, nice.
So far, up 6 places. Has actually managed to overtake Pete Newman as well. So Jaden having a great Portimao so far, but things could change very soon.
Look at what personal massage device. Do you mean?
Yeah, the one for your back.
Of course it is. That's exactly what it's for.
Oh, and I tell you
Yeah,
what,
look at
Jaden
that.
nearly getting pushed off into into some steel just there. And tell you what, this means Pete Newman with a hell of a lot of speed was about to maybe try it against Jaden there, but instead decides to stay behind. Does have Rene behind as well. Will be looking for a nice positive second race. Tony Walker actually getting past Dandridge and take. Oh, hang on, Daniel Lewis, Jaden Scotland both fighting amongst each other again. A lot of positions shifting at the moment.
Yeah, there is. There's all sorts going on. This is it. Back to what you were talking about here. Dude, that's narrow. That's narrow.
On the dive against
Tony's going to get that
switchback.
Yeah.
Brilliantly done. Jaden taking the outside against Daniel Lewis behind, with Pete Newman watching what's happening next. But this is the battle that you want to be seeing at the moment.
Where's
Michael Hall getting past Tamas as well. And looks like into Samson, Dandridge versus Walker.
Yeah, Tony might have the drive off that corner, taking that slightly wider line, and he has done. Now Thomas is doing really well. I mean, we're on how many laps in? 3 laps in.
Yeah, he's finding himself battling with people who are absolutely fantastic at battling in this league. He's holding his own. He is leaking a couple of positions though, but might just take this as a learning experience as
Jesus.
Walker goes off the off the track.
Jay has short-circuited, folks.
It's fine. It's just the.
Oh no!
And that is a race. Both the racing forces cars collide into each other, trying to keep away.
Yeah.
And that is
Jura
off.
Oh, he had such a good first race, and that front left is done.
And that's a meatball for his teammate as well.
Oh, you are kidding. Yeah, you're right. He's in. Oh, that is horrid. That's awful. There's no left hand on that car.
Trying to dodge his teammate and instead just completely collects him.
Yeah. Right, what's going on here? This is teammates. This. Oh, and Michael Hall moving forward. No, he's not. Thomas Dandridge, 2x2.
Hurrah!
Hurrah! Wobbly says had about 50 freezes per lap on the first race and quali. What's causing that then, Jay? Do you think, from a technical perspective?
Whoa! Just that little.
Screw that! What is going on here? Yeah.
I tell you what, Jaden's going to have an even better line through here, and Tamas behind. And I tell you what, Michael's sort of locked into the left lane now, which means Jaden has to take that inside. Michael,
and he'd be silly not to, because Michael's sailing through there. No, he's not. Wow, how did he get that? Nice work.
Probably knew that Jaden was going to have to take that inside a little bit slow if he was going side by side, so he had a little bit more freedom to take a bit more speed into there. Would have been an off track, but right now it's a go faster token. Meanwhile, Tamas looking for an opportunity to stick a nose on the inside there as well. What a pass by Jaden though. Inch perfect, but now he's going to be going into the next corner.
Slower.
Battling with somebody who's going to try and give his teammate an opportunity to catch back up and get some vital points. Jaden needs to somehow get far enough into Michael that Tamas can stick a nose in, so that Michael has to concentrate on Tamas. There was a little tiny bit of contact just there, enough for Tamas to lift, and that has allowed Stephen Walker a chance to get right behind Pete Newman. Rene waiting as well, and I feel this is the best place that we can be right now.
Yeah, definitely. If you put tried to get your hand between those cars just then, you'd have got a paper cut. It's just ridiculous.
And the rest.
Yeah.
There it is, Pete Newman going on
good
to
under braking.
Tamas. Yeah, Tamas has to concede then.
Everybody's
their
like
dog going off the course there. Jaden keeps the position on Michael Hall. Pete Newman getting through as well, and now suddenly it's...
Is that Rene? Yeah, Rene's making his way back through again. He's picked up a couple of places.
It's getting quite tough at the moment. Could see a late dive here. Dandridge taking the inside route to try and defend his place. Jaden stuck to the back of him like a piece of Pripstick thrown against the wall.
I think that Rene didn't know what was going on in the first race because the people around him were unfamiliar to him, and now he's suddenly gone, oh, I know these people. I need to run with these guys. And that's a let go there for Pete Newman with Michael Hall. Michael tried to shut the door on Tamas. Didn't quite work.
And Tony Walker now, oh no, it's Stephen Walker, sorry,
Stephen.
who will want to obviously try and demote Tamas a couple of places to keep him away from Tony in the
Duh.
championship. And tell you what, Tamas several times has gone to that inside apex there, which
Works
don't
for
always
him.
need to go.
Yeah.
But it just does mean if you're taking the apex there, you have to turn even tighter for the following corner, which in this situation here, you probably don't want to do. And that's allowed Stephen Walker to get through.
No, he's through, and Renee's following.
Yep, luckily Thomas is going to have the inside line here, so that's going to help him greatly against Rene. Rene's going to have a lot more speed coming out of here,
Good
though.
run there, hasn't he? But he's
Yeah,
got to watch
Rene-
out because he's got Simon behind him, so he's opening up these corners to get good runs
Yes.
onto the straights, which is brilliant. Look at this,
Absolutely,
he's got
already
so much
right
speed.
behind Tamas.
Oh, wrong car. In fact, I'm
And
going to go
Jaden has
Simon.
got ahead of Mr. Dandridge, but
Oh, yeah.
onto the longest straight on the circuit, Dandridge could be tempted to have a little peek on the inside. He backs out, but
Whoa.
instead we're having a quick watch, and wow, Rene just
Nice
got
one,
past
Rene.
Tamas there.
Yeah, that
See
was
what
good.
Tamas is going to be not wanting to lose any more positions here. Instead, a little bit of a
Shallow.
center stare against Rene, but let Rene go.
Yeah. I mean, Jaden's won a race now, right? So putting the camera on him is a bit old hat. Because it's boring now, right? He's got a race win. So, you know. Oh, well, look, another race win. Okay. Whatever.
Oh,
Oh, what's this?
and send here from deck onto leader
Stefan.
Cloudco at the moment, who has a nice 3-car gap between himself and Fraser Garrity, who is in his own little battle behind with the likes of Dennis Titular, Fraser Garrity and Bjorn.
Yeah. And he's also got Chris Needham right in front of him as well, so that's going to be something difficult for him to overcome. Chris Needham's a very handy driver.
And at the moment, Michael Hall looking for a way past Pete Newman.
That's not going to happen.
Well-
There's no way he's going to challenge Pete Newman for a position. He's just going to defend and keep Stephen Walker as far behind him as he can. The only problem there...
Dandridge, right in front of them. No, they're keeping enough space just there.
Oh, yeah.
But I tell you what, with Thomas Dandridge having the inside line here, that's going to allow Jaden and everybody else in the top 5 ahead extra second or so of space.
Yeah. At the front of this field, by the way, folks, do not adjust your set. There's nothing wrong with it. You don't need to take it for repairs. Carl Hardy is leading the race and has been for quite a long time. Jamie Wilson is... Oh, look at that fanning out behind. I'm going to have to go at this, folks, before I run you through the top. If these guys just calm down for a minute, I can tell you who's leading.
There's... Oh!
You,
And that's Stefan
who is
Goebel
that?
off. That's Stefan Goebel off.
What happened to Stefan?
That was a
Come back to that in a
massive-
minute.
Yeah, that was an absolutely massive move just then. There we go, Michael Hall, a little bit of a touch just there to try and get past Thomas. Michael can't give that space back. Thomas nearly with a nose in there, and that's just allowed Stephen Walker to get by, and I feel Rene has also got enough overspeed here. Everyone jockeying for positions behind. I feel we could be in for a little bit more hustle and bustle, and tell you what, Rene
A little
nearly
bit.
going into the bag of Stephen Walker.
What's your idea of a lot? We've got flashing lights here from Mika Santahelena. He's just been having a little exchange of positions with Chris Dixon, and he's now got Jeff Saunders bearing down on him. This is for 23rd place, that was. Right, I'm gonna have to find this crash from Stefan. Are we ready yet or not? Are these guys gonna just keep going?
I would give it another corner or so.
Roger that.
'cause apart from these two, you then got the two behind Barry
And the two behind.
there.
Oh, Stephen. Thought he was cutting back on him then into one of the tightest turns on the track.
You know, casually as
As you do. Yeah.
There's going to be a move here, though, I feel. Or Stephen's going to take that outside, and
That was a tap,
behind
was
there's
it? No, I don't
a
know.
little bit.
Right, this is a big train now, this. Big train. 5th, all the way back to 11th. 7 cars, 6 cars in this. 6 cars? 7 cars. 7. Can't count. Pete Newman just trying to break away, but not achieving it. Right, Carl Hardy's your leader. Jamie Wilson holding strong in second. Tony Walker chasing him down. Jaden bridging that gap. Pete Newman trying to get away from this riotous mob behind. And Stephen Walker's gone to the pits.
I was just about to say, probably going to be looking at 1 or 2 jumping into the pit lane very soon, although you're getting a bit of a slipstream. The Basiline's just like sneeze.
Yeah, it slows you down as much as you benefit from it, isn't it?
Oh,
When
wow.
you're too close. Yeah. Right, let's have a quick
when
look at
you're too
this.
close together.
No, that's a no. How about this? Ah, here we go.
Yes. And just on the outside.
Ding. He got helped off by Tony. You reckon?
Yeah, I felt that was a bit of an over-exaggeration on the car contact there. It definitely, they were all slowing down, they were braking. It definitely didn't seem like Steve
Oh, Tony.
probably shouldn't have been thrown as far as that.
Maybe
I feel.
not. No.
iRacing physics probably coming into play a little bit there. A bit harsh on Steven there.
There we go.
Yeah.
Back to live racing. Very sad to see Stefan exiting stage left, literally. And is that Deck Crowther clawed his way onto the back of this group? That's really, really good for him.
Yeah, absolutely. Had his little battle with, I think it was either Bjorn or Stefan Klauker earlier in the race. I remember he was going toe-to-toe with somebody to the point of going completely off the track and into a different continent.
Yeah.
But I do feel Jaden, after dispatching of Tony, is going to dispatch of championship rival Jamie Wilson.
Now, what's Jamie going to do with this? Because he could go extreme defendo.
Potentially. I mean, if he feels Jaden's that much quicker, he might just let him go and try and get some fuel saving done. It could be the only opportunity he has to get past the
he's fighting that, or he's trying. Still trying. He's going to be very concerned that Tony Walker is now on his 6. Simon Trendle went to the pits just now. Dietmar's in there
as well. Yeah. Just having a look at the pit times. Mr. Goebel in the pits for about 3 minutes, but I'm guessing that's probably the tow time as well, which has come up in that one. RDJ for well over a minute as well. Stephen Walker's pit time at 12 minutes and 90 seconds, so he'll be looking at claiming back a couple of those extra seconds with clear road in front of him. I'm trying to see where he is on the map at the moment. 26, so he actually has a pro car in front of him in Simon Trendle.
Yeah, so that's a good barometer for him. He'll be able to use Simon to lap against. Simon.
He is catching him very slowly.
Yeah, Simon's quick though. Like even in the Audi around here, he seems to be. He was really good in that first race, if you remember. So Jamie still trying to fend off the affections of Tony Walker right now. Jaden's gotten kind of a bit boring now, isn't it? It's a bit old hat after the last race.
Fans may complain of a Scotland dominance.
Yes, exactly that. Exactly that. We're at risk now. We're at risk now of this just being a landslide, you know. Never mind. Stuart Gibbons chasing down Paul Hurley here. This is important because this is... if you can get one more car ahead, that puts him a Pro-Am car between him and Chesney, and that's going to be a more comfortable... Oh, actually. All right, some people pitted ahead. It's going to be more comfortable to have a buffer between him and the next car in AM class, because Stuart's currently in 3rd in class.
Oh, very wide line there from Chesney behind. Chesney having a pretty good race at the moment. Up 11 places.
Yeah, that's handy.
Granted, a couple of people pit him, but... Bjorn up 17.
Half the field.
Yep. Started quite far back due to the accident in race 1. Is recovering quite nicely.
Yeah, Jaden's up 13 places. David Scotton says, I don't know what we've fed Jaden today. Whatever it is, me and Jay just need a thimbleful, that's all.
Please. I can only live on thin crumpets for so long.
Yeah. Wages here are rubbish, aren't they?
Yeah, tell me about it.
Oh, this is a good battle. Nice and
Yeah,
clean.
I feel Tony's going to have this inside here, and I'll tell you what, that's another position that Jamie Wilson is letting
Yes.
through. He's going to have the advantage here with Audi Power, but
Or is he trying to get into the pits?
that is a
Simon's already
possibility
been to the
too.
pits.
The more these two
No,
fight,
they're
the
going
worse
again.
it's going to get. And I tell you, this is great for those who are in pro-ams right now. The more these two fight and go side by side through corners, it's only going to be better for everybody else
Look at
behind.
the Audi, just chewing tarmac. That's brilliant.
And Tony's fighting him for everything he has, his wallet, his keys. And it's going to be
Oh, he's
another
picking his
dive on the
pocket
inside
now.
again.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, if Tamas and Euro, I know Euro's well out of it at the moment, but he'll be looking for any opportunity for Tony to lose points. And look who is there, like a Grim Reaper knocking on doors, ready
Yeah.
to knock these out one by one. As Pete trying to dispatch of Jamie just there.
He's done that. That was a lovely tight turn from Pete Newman.
Jaden Scott only 6 attempts behind Carl at the moment. But here, in a fight for a potential class podium.
Yeah. Oh, that's a lot of extra track.
Yeah, Rene fighting with Michael Hall at the moment, getting a nice bit of overspeed here. Could be about to watch a quick dive on the inside, but Rene chooses the outside to open up the corner a little bit more.
Yeah, Renee likes the wide sweeping approaches to these corners. It was notable earlier, wasn't it? If Jaden can do the double in this field, it would be outstanding driving.
Yes, agreed.
Absolutely.
Here's Pete Newman still having to defend from Jamie Wilson there, and Jaden's going to be loving that if he finds out that he's been given and afforded 5 seconds between himself and Pete Newman.
Yeah. So you've shared the grip hacks thing with Jaden, right?
Right,
Rene-
moving swiftly on. Rene in the
Renee's
pits.
gone to the pits. Scandal.
Plenty of those tonight by the sound.
Yeah, definitely. Oh,
Oh,
and
I
more
think
to the
that's
pits.
Paul going into the pits.
It is, yeah.
It is. Mr. Gibbons staying out and does have a wild Chesney behind.
Stefan's back on track. That's brilliant to see. It would have been easy for him to just to go, do you know what, knack this. Shows his racing spirit.
Scotland in the lead.
Ooh, yes.
And
Just
it looks like it could have been a bit of... Oh, hang on. It looks like the battle's going to carry on. So we might have to go back to the actual overtake after this phase. Jaden and Carl fighting it out. And Jaden gets the move officially done.
Yeah. Let's have a look at this, because it came out of... not nowhere as such, but I think it was a late braking situation, maybe.
Yeah, using the advantage of the short wheelbase to get out of that corner a bit quicker.
Half a second
And
later on the brakes.
Yeah, Carl deciding to brake and turn a little bit later for a stronger late apex. And it nearly worked. He got as far as nearly officially being first again, but Jaden keeping true to his line and fending off Carl's fight back.
Yeah. So, Tony Walker's still trying to do something. Oh no, sorry. That's Pete Newman passing Tony Walker. Just as we joined it again.
Yep, Tony will be looking to try and stick to the back of Pete as much as possible. Now Pete with open air in front will probably try and run the tank as dry as possible. Jamie Wilson dodging in now.
Let's have a look at what happens down this pit lane, folks.
Daniel Lewis and Stefan behind, all jumping in too.
Yeah, there's a few dropping in now on this particular lap. Trying to keep the cameras on the leaders. Carl Hardy's still got a bit of a gap on these two. That's going to be handy for him later.
Yes, absolutely. The amount of fighting these lot were doing, jockeying for positions, has helped not just Carl, but Jaden as well.
back to the racing circuit for Jamie Wilson in your inset picture. Where is Stephen Walker? There. Ooh, right round the outside, and Jamie's done all right there. That's his teammate just ahead. Renee down the inside of him though.
Yeah, I feel Rene could get this one done.
Yeah. Jamie
Now
fresh
to
out
watch
of the
his
pits.
inside here because Jamie's still going to be there. Rene's going to have the quicker outside line here. Jamie will have the advantage of the inside as long as he can keep side by side. But
Whoa.
Rene's just like,
Monstered
wham,
past
bam,
him.
thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
I will take that.
0 downforce on that Honda Civic, I think.
Must be running one of those Ferrari F1 exhausts.
Yeah. Scandal. Right, let's have a look. The fight for AM class is, well, very close at the top. However, Stefan and Fraser, also known now as Left-Handed Scissor Girl, have already pitted in this class. So this is a fight for the lead, but it might not be the fight for the lead. Michael Hall goes to pits. Stephen Walker just set the fastest Sector 3 of anybody.
Wow. That's some going there.
It is, yeah.
It is. Michael all in the pit lane, losing a couple of the positions now.
Oh,
But
and Jamie got back through.
nice. Rene's going to have the quicker final corner though, and we could yet see another overtake opportunity
Yeah, I
here.
think we're definitely seeing something coming up. Let's have a look on board. Andy
have
Littler with a
already
black
catching up to
flag.
him.
Andy Littler's
Oh.
got a black flag entering pits.
Yeah, that looks like that could be a speeding in pit lane.
Or dangerous entry. Might have crossed the line
Rene's
late.
going to be in front here. Rene on
Oh,
the brakes
or
a
is he?
little bit earlier.
Yeah.
That should mean that he keeps it within the lines, keeps it on the grey stuff. And look who's just coming into picture now, who's going to be looking at trying to get a couple more positions himself as he looks to try and get as close to Tony Walker as possible.
Yeah, Thomas Asboth. Where is that?
But I tell you what, I feel Tamas could eventually get past Jamie Wilson here. Jamie is really
Possibly,
struggling
yeah. I don't know
at
why.
this track today.
Do you reckon he's just scrubbed his tyres too much or something like that?
Or just maybe just cannot get the Audi to work
Oh,
through that
that's-
track as much as he wants to.
Need to go further back to see why he's picked. Ah, there we go. And he'd entered pit lane, not entered pits. Now, has he crossed the white line? Or has he just been going, hooning it too fast? No, he's not.
It was fine
No,
there.
that was fine. It must be. You're right then. He must have been speeding.
Don't know, it looked like he got a little click of the brakes just
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Oh, after he'd
Good
already gone
eyes.
past the yellow cone, so very possibly maybe didn't have the pit limiter on or accidentally hit the pit limiter.
Yeah. Well, pit lane is busy.
Stuart
Oh my
Gibbons with a black
god.
flag as well,
Oh my word. What?
as the whole grid decides to start a new pit procedure at the same time.
Everybody's in that hasn't already pitted. I've never seen this in our races yet. Where is our first pitted man, which is Simon Trendle? Jaden Scotland's like out.
Yeah, he's gone now. He's going to Barbados.
So who's going to be with Simon Trendle as he comes round that corner? Wow, Tony
Oh,
Walker.
that looked a lot closer than that needed to be.
Yeah. I mean, points for keeping it on the edge, Tony Walker. And safe, which is brilliant.
Yes.
I wonder what that looked like.
Scary, I bet.
Terrifying.
That's everybody now in and out of the pits. So the
Yeah.
positions that you all see the grid at the moment, as you can see with the blue pros, the green pro ams, and the yellow / orange ams, that the field's kind of naturally, with a couple of exceptions on the way, sort of evened itself out a little bit.
I'm trying to find that Tony Walker pit lane exit. Left pit lane, that's the one I want, isn't it? Oh, this is a bit far. Never mind, this is the latest one. So we're going to see somebody come straight across his nose here as he enters the first turn. Good acceleration, I have to say. There's Simon, and then yoink, there's his brother.
Zoom.
Yeah, that was good.
Right, we probably want to get back to 8th. Oh no, we're on it already.
Yeah, yeah.
How close these two are. Michael Hall and Rene Earhart fighting again.
Jamie Wilson's still close with these guys, and obviously he's bringing Tamas with him all the time.
He is losing time by the second, now over a second. As soon as I was saying that, nearly 1.1. Go give Tamas a fantastic opportunity to catch back up, but it depends on what these two want to do. Do they want to keep the pace going to lose Jamie?
Sorry.
Or are they going to fight it out, which will bring Jamie even closer?
Different line again from Rene. Much more wide, sweeping line into some of these corners. Look at the damage on the right, on the rear right of that car in front. He's had some action.
Michael's had to keep a lot of cars behind him, so
yeah.
eventually somebody was going to try and take something home with him. Ooh, a little touch of the curve just there from Rene, but keeps it within the lines and limits.
Ollie Payne's just picked up a black flag. Incidents? Are you able to check?
I don't have the facilities to.
Okay.
Because it's reset everybody to 0. For off tracks. So
yeah, and mine. Yeah, I've got nothing showing for anybody. Yeah.
We'll just have to assume.
Yeah.
But he is streaming right now, so it might be worth, if anyone has his stream open, to have a look and see what happened, or watch it after the stream.
The Dong,
BSTV stream.
Russell, is on the chat saying his Wook's still wearing them lucky pants nowadays. He never takes them off. They are absolutely minging.
Welded to him.
Well, yeah, in a bad way. In a bad way. And just in case nobody remembers who the Donk is, please wear, mate, we're racing. That's about as good as my impression.
Right.
Hang on, I've got a thing here somewhere. Just give me 10 minutes.
That's all I could do it while you're talking.
Please wait, mate. We're racing.
There we go.
That's such a dangerous feature on Discord, that is.
Isn't it just? Classic.
God, it must be those Portuguese geese.
Yeah, absolutely.
Speaking of,
I hate that
TCRs.
so much, he says. No, you don't. Made you a legend.
Right, Rene.
Why does it smell like
Probably
old
the
feet in
closest
there?
has been.
Well, it must be me because Jay wasn't even in it last week. Right.
As Rene goes go for a dive,
Well,
he
yeah.
looks at opening the door, but doesn't get it done. Michael adapting and making that a late apex instead to go keep him ahead of Rene for just a moment longer. Jaden Scott in the lead, 4.5 seconds ahead of second place and leader of the Pro-Am's Carl Hardy, with a small gaggle of TCR pros behind, headed by Pete Newman, Simon Trendle behind, and Stephen Walker in 5th.
Yeah, Tony Walker has got himself some air now between himself and Michael Hall. That was so smooth. We should do that every time and try and look professional like that. That's good.
Yes. Oh, what a comment. Those
Portuguese. Love it. I love it. I haven't touched iRacing since I wrote our car off in that endurance race.
Oh, it's story time?
Oh, no, it might not be me. Which Pete? Me or Newman? Might be me, you know. No, it's me. Damn it. You know when you think, maybe that wasn't me that wrote off a car. Actually.
Oh,
yeah,
that's a lot of off-tracks just there from Rene, but
yeah, sorry.
that's fine. I think the battle you just switched to there might be the one that we'll need to watch. I see Bjorn 0.2, about to be 0.3 actually, so not a... yeah, it's brilliant, isn't it?
That's nice. Looking at the corner of death.
I'll tell you what, Fraser Garrity is catching up to this group, which just in front of Bjorn right now. We have Klauka, who is currently running high in 16th.
I know, that's good, isn't it, for an AM-class
Yeah.
car? And then Fraser is 2 places behind him, trying to close up. Left-handed scissor
I think
girl.
he's getting quicker as well. Oh, and there's a lot of different lines being taken through there.
Yeah. Right, this is closing up nicely for us as spectators, folks, because you've got 4 cars here with a small blanket to throw across them.
Yeah, Pete Newman now within half a second of Carl Hardy, but within half a second of each other as you go further back up to 5th place. Stephen Walker, and all of these 3 are going to be looking to take as many points as possible. I reckon Tony is happy just staying there for now, but I'll tell you who isn't happy with where they are, and it is Renier right now, jumping in, flying in like a superhero, probably like He-Man himself.
Yes. Alan said that
Michael
Skeletor was his, like, spirit bad guy, I think, or something like that before.
Have you seen many of those videos where someone's voiced Skeletor with disturbing facts?
Yeah, yeah. And he always...
I can't repeat any of them, unfortunately. Until next time.
Yeah, that's the ones, yeah. They are brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I've got some on my phone. I wonder if any of them are repeatable, because most of them are not.
No, I won't even risk it, to be honest, Pete.
Hang on. Give me a minute. There's got to be one in here that's, like, child-proof,
Oh, no.
right?
Right, oh, and there's another
Whoa.
dive on the inside. I'm very
Yoink.
nearly able to go side
Certainly
by
giving it
side.
beat. Ooh, this is messy.
Carl losing a couple of positions here, and then
Steve
Carl
Walker.
about to
Thank
become
you.
into the middle, as if, is this Spa with Mika Hakkinen and Michael Schumacher again?
Feels
Unfortunately,
like it,
Carl is going to be the man who sits in the chair in the corner of the hotel room there, as Stephen Walker and Simon Trendle make their ways through.
Oh, here we go. I found one. Hang on. Oh, no, I can't say that one. Oh, no, really can't say that one. Oh, that's brutal. Hang on. There's another skeleton.
Meanwhile, Stephen Walker at the moment in 3rd place, occupying that final step of the podium, but does have an angry Audi behind.
Yeah, he's coming at him now. No, he's never going to get around the outside. He's going to have to cut back real sharp in order to make anything work here.
Yes, he's going to
That's
take
not
a
happening.
late apex here as well, and I feel a dive. Oh, nope, instead.
He's trying to set up
Stephen.
something.
Yep, Stephen taking the inside line there to try and stop Simon from having a chance of sticking a nose in.
What's Jamie Wilson
Tamas
doing?
and Jamie
Oh!
Wilson. Tamas is out.
Joined that
To
a
the
bit late in
outside.
the day. Right, let's have a look at that. Bjorn Ritter apparently is down, has crashed again. Right, let's have a look at what happened here from above. So, a last minute
Tamas,
dive, and he sent it on
yeah.
himself, really, didn't he?
Yeah, Tamas just a little bit late on the brakes there. Unfortunately, not really a lot Jamie could do there when
No?
you've got a Veloster flying in front of you like that.
Yeah.
But he's still in the race, Tamas.
Yep.
Still in 13th, so that's only a loss of 5 places as we reach the final 2.5 minutes, where at the moment Pete Newman getting away from Stephen Walker and Simon Trendle, who are fighting like cat and dog right now.
Yeah.
But Jane Scotton leading the way, 7 seconds in front and dominating the Portuguese night.
Do they have a super slow, you're at the back constantly division? Not really.
Apparently he'd be slower than you, Pete. Wow. Didn't know he'd be
Who
going
said
backwards.
that? Who said that? I'd be slower than... Oh, he said that.
Please wait, mate. We're racing.
Just thought I'd...
Now, Pete, that's borderline bullying. And this,
Renier has got black flag!
He has. I wonder what's happened there.
I'm assuming off
Oh,
tracks.
it's gutting. But he might... I don't know if he's going to be able to take it now.
No, we're too
Because
near to the end.
Jaden's going... Yeah, Jaden's going to be activating the final lap of the race.
Well, he can do it now, and if he doesn't do it now, he's going to get smoked down
don't know,
by the
'cause
iRacing
Jaden's-
gods.
He has to pass the finish line before he gets into the actual pits.
Does he?
Yeah, the finish line's not the finish line isn't where the start line is.
No, it's before it, isn't it?
Much before
Like way before it, yeah.
way before it.
He needs to peel off. I think he needs to peel off now, serve this penalty, whatever it is. Otherwise, he's going to get.
But then you're adding how long you're driving
limit.
through the pits.
Is he going? Yeah, he's going.
He's going to do it. And
Yeah.
I would have just kept it because it's 40 seconds, I think it is. But
I had real big hopes for Renee, especially after that first race. He looked really solid in that first race.
that's going to do the world a good to the likes of Daniel Lewis, Tamas. Yeah, that means Tamas is back up to 12th then and can reconsolidate some of those positions. But right now, Dennis and Fraser, and this is Fraser's got past Klauka, by the way.
Yes, he has.
And leads the AMS. So the more these lot fight on this final lap of the race, the better. Speaking of, Stephen Walker is less than 2 tenths behind Pete Newman at the moment, fighting it out, taking an ultra wide line through Samson. He didn't get the apex either standard or late there either.
No.
But he's got plenty of speed.
Jaden's got about 3 or 4 corners. Renee has served his penalty and he's out in 20th.
Yeah, maybe I was wrong about that one then, and he was able to serve. But I tell you what, this is going to go into this corner here. And Stephen Walker taking the outside.
Oh, that's very wide.
Of the exit just there.
Wider than a wide thing on wide day.
Yes, quite.
Meanwhile,
but Jaden. Yep, Jaden with 2 out of 2 on the evening gets the feature race win at Portimao and nearly loses it on the straight, which would have been
as if anybody
hilarious.
would lose it coming out of the last corner. As if anybody would.
Right, so Pete Newman getting the 2nd place with Stephen Walker 3rd, Simon Trenholm 4th, and Carl Hardy winning the Pro-Ams class 5th place with Tony Walker close by in 6th. Tony's gone the Carl for Pro, but
yeah.
I don't know, might as well just lump them both in there at this point.
Why not? In for a penny?
Looks like Fraser's going to get away with the battle with Demis and keep ahead of Stefan by 2 places.
Yeah.
A great 14th place finish there with Stefan Klauka in 16th. And looks like Chesney is going to get a podium place.
Yes, he has.
18th.
Nice. Very
plus
nice.
10 places overall. Rene finishing 20th in the end there. So Saunders 21st. And Mika Santa Helena getting 4th in the AMS.
That's good. Finished in his start position. You got to say that that's a result.
Absolutely.
Go on, Stefan.
As David Scotland says in the chat, if Carlsberg did race weeks.
Yeah. Ollie Payne over the line. Celebrating. Just getting there, I think. And why not? Stuart Gibbons ended up not finishing. As we wait for RDJ after, well, it was an incident with his teammate, wasn't it? But enough said about that, the better.
Yeah, just the wrong place at the wrong time.
Cool, right. Fantastic pair of races. That was completely electric, the entire thing. Well, I think it was fossil fuel, but let's have a look at the finishing order. Jaden Scotton. This is getting old now, Jay. It's getting old. You know, really yawn-a-thon now. Has taken the taken the glory for JC Academy Gold again. Pete Newman, 2nd on the podium for Result Clothing, and Stephen Walker 3rd tonight on this one, BSTV Esports. A very strong podium there. Simon Trundle in 4th place, just outside that podium for Team Chimera. The first of our Pro-Am cars. Carl Hardy, 5th overall for Result Clothing. Second in class, sixth on track, Tony Walker gets himself a podium for BSTV Esports. And then Michael Hall finished in 7th place for Result X Pure Sims, with Jamie Wilson in 8th for Team Chimera. Thomas Dandridge gets that final Pro-Am podium step there for Verve Racing Team in 9th overall. Well done to him. Deck Crowther, 10th for Blade Designs, and his teammate followed him home in 11th. Thomas Asboth finished 12th for Spin and Toe Motorsport. Chris Needham finished 13th for Air Smart Racing. Fraser Garrity was the first of our AM-class cars over the line, or as he's now known, left-handed scissor girl. 14th for Insignia Motorsport. Demis Tigchular, 15th for Hydro Race Racing Forces. 16th and second in class was Stefan Klauke. That's in AM class, obviously. Bjorn Ritter was 17th on what you can only describe, I think, as a recovery drive from the first race. Chesney Vandenbroek gets himself a podium finish in his class. 18th on track for JC Academy Gold. 19th, excuse me, was Paul Hurley for Insignia Motorsport. Renee got iRacing God Punishment back to 20th for Cutting Corny TCR team. Jeff Saunders 21st for JC Academy Silver, and his teammate Mika Santa Helena crossed the line literally right behind him, half a second behind him in 22nd there. Dimar Hoos 23rd for Cutting Corny. Chris Dixon 24th for Work Guard. Ural Arkinen 25th for Hydro Race Racing Forces. Stefan Goebel 26th, sadly, after being encouraged away from the racing circuit for VTS Esports. Ollie Payne 27th for Safeguard. Andy Littler was 28th for Work Guard. 29th, if I can find the button, there we go, for RDJ for Hydro Race Racing Forces. And then the cars that didn't finish, Stuart Gibbons classified 30th for Blade Designs. Wobbly did not start due to frame rate issues in 31st for BSTV, and they won't score points from that point down. David Ayres did not grid for Safeguard, and Sam Blees didn't grid for BSTV Blue. Good drive for Pete, says Sir Alan. Absolutely right. Some really good overtakes. One of my favourite overtakes was Stefan Goebel.
Oh, yes.
That was brilliant. I mean, that was like getting right up there for overtake of the night, maybe even driver of the evening. It's a shame that he ended up in that incident, you know. That would have been so much of a different story, I think, if that hadn't happened. Any standout moments for yourself that you can remember? I know it's like in the buzz of the moment, but you know, anything particularly engaging for you?
I think all of the close battling, all the very close overtakes as well. There's a couple of moments in both those races where I was just like, surely you can't fit another car at that speed on that corner, but boy, did they prove me wrong, especially on that hairpin at the bottom of the hill. Some fantastic overtakes, including your overtake of the night there as well.
Yeah. That definitely got my vote for overtake. Shame it didn't come to something extra. Let's see who's in the booth ready for interviews. You're going to get the first one, Jay, because it's your boy. It seemed it would be rude not to interview him first. Welcome to the booth, Jaden Scotton, and over to you, Jay.
Yes, welcome in, Jaden. And fans could be complaining about the Scotland dominance that is going on the sunset of Portimao at the moment. Pretty, I gotta say, it looked pretty easy tonight. Was there any points of tonight where you thought that you were going to be under any pressure at all, or was it a case of as soon as those fast laps were coming in during the practice, you knew that this was pretty much going to be a pretty easy night for you?
I never let myself not feel under pressure. After practice, I thought, okay, I'm gonna cock up qualifying. After that, I thought, okay, I'm gonna cock up start. I thought, okay, I'm gonna go off. I thought racing, I'm gonna get in a crash here. I never ever thought that it was a done deal. And I think after what happened in Summit Point, I think that's the right mindset to have.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Always expect the unexpected. Don't build yourself too high. I was actually hoping to try and get a really arrogant answer out of you there, just to spice up the championship a bit there. But no, as modest as ever. Race one, as soon as everyone started battling behind you, gave you a really nice amount of room to go through and get a pretty commanding 6.5 second win. Race number two, it looked calm and collected. Was there any battles in particular on your way to the top that you enjoyed?
I'm surprised you said calm and collected because the start of it didn't feel like that. I was using attack as a form of defense. I knew I had to get ahead of Pete, and I had to go for any gap that was presented to me in those early stages. Kept it under control. It was all clean. I think. I apologise to anyone if it wasn't. I think I was. But yeah, I just had to not bulldoze my way through the field, but just take any chance there was. And once I had done that, it did calm down a bit. I was able to take somewhat of a breather, but it wasn't plain sailing race two for sure.
Yeah, fair. Pete Newman finished third on race one, finished just behind you on race number two. Fellow championship rival Jamie Wilson having a bit of a stinker that race, which we've seen how well Jamie can adapt his Audi to any track, and this week it just didn't seem to click, so that could possibly put you up a place in the championship. Do you see Pete making any mistakes between now and the end of the season to possibly give you a outside chance? Maybe it would be a very big outside chance, but it's not unrealistic. How do you feel Pete's going to be for the end of the season? Conservative with his driving, or are you expecting to feel his wrath as soon as next week at Brands Hatch?
But listen, I'm choosing not to think of myself as being
Come
in
on, a
chance
bit
for a
of
title,
arrogance.
because I thought that coming to Virginia, I thought, oh, maybe I've got a chance here, and it all went to pot. So I'm not gonna have that mindset. But I will say, end of race two, I was rooting with Stephen Walker. That's all I'll say. But
You know what, Pete's
I'll
close
just
enough.
I'll run my own races, see what happens. Never know, but I'm not gonna put too much faith in it. See what happens.
Fair enough. That's a very fair comment to make. Next week, speaking of, is Brands Hatch. It is the Super Sprint, so 3 sprint races around one of the greatest touring car tracks in the world. How do you run at Brands Hatch? It's a Grand Prix layout. Do you think you got a chance to maybe grab a win, 2 or even 3?
Bring it on. I'll give you some arrogance. I'm gonna win. So one thing better than winning 2 races is winning 3 races. So I'm gonna win all 3. There's your arrogance.
Ah,
There's
knew
your
it.
clip.
Let me go. I'm just writing the headlines now. Arrogant Jaden spits on his competitors, pushes away a woman with wanting a baby kissed on the head. There we go. Heel turn
Okay.
activated.
Roll it back. Roll it back.
Alright, so before we let you go to Brands Hatch to get in the quickest laps of your life, anyone you want to give a shout out for tonight?
My wonderful, awesome teammates. Jeff, Mika, Chesney were all here tonight. Chesney, great run in race 2 as well.
Oh,
Gained
yes,
what?
definitely.
9 places, 10 places.
Yep, third,
Yeah.
third in class, actually. So really good, solid result for Chesney.
Oh. Good stuff. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, it was very clean racing tonight. So just shout out to everyone on the grids because it was good tonight. Really enjoyed it. Obviously, I enjoyed it because I won, but the standards were really impressive.
Hear that, Pete? So if he doesn't win, he doesn't enjoy it.
Yeah,
That's not what I
yeah,
said,
heard
not what I
that as well. That's
said.
exactly what you said.
I am, of course, kidding just there. But Jaden, thank you so much for joining us in the booth. Hopefully, we'll see you next week for Brands Hatch. Congratulations on the double win tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Jaden Scotton.
Speed and power.
Oh my God!
Oh
Pete,
my
get him
word.
out.
Okay, gone. He's gone. Safe now. Safe. Right.
Oh man, absolutely brilliant.
Yeah. Okay. Let's bring in. Is that you? Good grief.
There's a goose loose about this hoose.
Portugoose. Right. Why am I trying to move people into rooms they shouldn't get in? There we go. So, next up, we will bring in Lucky Wookie Walker. Good evening.
Oi, oi, Savaloy.
Oi, oi. In terms of finishing positions, you and Pete Newman shared exactly the same points. The only thing that's going to separate you is incident points.
I got a lot in the second race. I
Did
bet you
you?
didn't.
Right, okay. A second in the first race, a third in the second race. He did the opposite, obviously. What are you going to do about that Scotland kid?
Yeah, he's getting quick, isn't he? I had no
Isn't
answer
he?
to him
You
at
know,
all. Yeah, no, whatever he did, clearly just gets on with it. His setup he's using was just better. Like, kudos to him. Like, I think to start off with, his setup was quicker. But then when I looked at the times when we're going through the race and the tyres had worn, maybe like we were doing pretty much similar pace.
Right.
But he was quicker. He deserved it. Like, he absolutely smashed us, and then we were just battling. So he just went even further away from us. Like, there was no messing about. He was good. He deserved that. Yeah, kudos to him. And then it was just racing. Really, it was proper good racing. That's why I like this track. Even though I struggled, but I like this track a lot.
Yeah. It's we were talking about flow and how all the corners are very well thought out as they lead into one another. Guess who was on the chat tonight? Back from the proverbial dead.
Yeah, I saw just right at the end of the second race. Well, just as I finished the race and turned my stream off, he just put in my chat, and I was like, "Oh, I missed it. I didn't see it." And then I've just had a quick chat to him while we've been waiting on Discord. But
Right.
yeah, no, it's good to see him around, isn't it? So
Yeah. Shame he's not in a car, really, isn't it? You know.
no, I don't think he'll be driving anytime soon.
No. He's lived the high life, really, hasn't he? His fame
Yeah.
reached an absolute peak with.
Please wait, mate. We're
You're
racing.
racing.
That might be the third time I've pressed it since he's been on the chat. I'm just saying.
He's never coming back.
Well,
No.
we thought he'd gone completely already, and look where he is now. So it is a lovely track, and it compares brutally with Brands Hatch, I would expect.
Oh, I didn't get in the seat.
I was trying not to say it, but triple sprints next week. Jaden already says he's going to win them all. The whole winning thing's gone to his head clearly. The simulated champagne's just too much for the poor lad. But you are quick round there, even if you don't like it, aren't you? Because I remember you winning plenty of races round there.
I think so. Like, I can hold my own. If Jaden turns up like he did this week, then we might as well just let him go. Do you know what I mean? Pete's gonna have his work cut out. I don't know what the points are championship wise. I know last week helped me get a bit back into it. So
let's have a
I
quick-
mean, I'm not. I've got no chance, but I've missed too many races.
You are 100. No, you're not. You're 98 points behind the leader. Or you were going into this round.
Well, I've had
So-
some crappy rounds, and I've missed, I think, 2, maybe 3 rounds. I
Definitely
can't
2
remember.
because your points are flat, so you've not got drop
Yeah.
weeks to spare. Yeah.
No, and I've had some poor scoring races like Daytona.
Yep.
And that was an endurance, and a few others where I've had rubbish luck. So, race 1 was just balls out, wasn't it? Sprint race, 20 minutes of fun. And my overlay was playing up, so I wasn't sure if I had enough fuel to start off with. And then I was like, no, actually, I'm fine. So I was using a different one, and some good overtakes. And
Yeah, there was some real good moves from multiple people. Watch the broadcast back. Stefan Goebbels overtake. I think loads of people can learn from that one. That was spectacular.
yeah, I had a good one. The one I remember that sticks out is race 2 towards the end, where I think Carl accidentally missed the apex, letting Pete through.
Yeah.
So we all went through.
He all piled on.
At the same time, me and Simon, I think, went side by side, either side of him, down into the hairpin.
Yeah, we
'cause
were
I could put
watching.
underneath
Yeah,
him.
that was good.
It sticks in my head, so I'll definitely be watching that. Hopefully, it's on there. But yeah, race 2. I'd say what happened in race 2 is the reason why I pitted so early is because I had. Well, one, I was in traffic. I was having a good race with Michael Hall, who was doing his best to get in my way. but still brilliant racing. And I thought I'd loaded a feature set with 30 litres, but whatever I clicked on, I only had 24
Oh.
or 23. So that's why my pit time was like 3 seconds longer, or 3 or 4 seconds longer than everyone else.
Mm-hmm.
However, when I came out, I seemed to be in clean air. Like so I could run quicker. So I think I just about made that time back up.
Right.
I didn't make it back up on Simon because obviously he pitted the lap after.
Mm-hmm.
So I was annoyed at myself when I'd realised exactly what had happened. So I had to put in, I think, 20 litres,
Right.
which is loads more than you needed to. So
Yeah.
to finish third, I'm more than happy with that, and I almost got Pete at the end. I
Yeah, it was
nearly
very
almost.
close. Yeah.
It was just overall, it was just good fun battling, just good racing. Once I stopped overthinking it. This track is a track where you just need to stop overthinking it and
Yeah.
just let the track come to you, and just like I think you've probably mentioned it, but it's like flow it, just let it flow.
Mm-hmm. Right. You did lose 3.5 seconds on your pit stop, nearly 4.
Yeah,
So,
but then
yeah.
I came out ahead of Michael, who I was behind when I pitted.
Yes.
And so I think, like I say, because of clean air, I made it back. If I'd come out and I was stuck in traffic, or I'd caught traffic quickly, I would have been really on the back foot. But I got fairly lucky, considering
Yeah, he
what
said
I'd
it. He said it,
absolutely
folks.
messed up. So I can only be happy with how it went in the end, and it was a good points haul for my brother as well.
It
even though
was. He did it.
commit murder.
We had some great footage when he came out of the pits and you literally scooted round the nose of his car. I can't
Yeah,
believe
well,
he
everyone
made
was
it
coming out of the
round.
pits. And I was catching Simon, and then everyone was coming out of the pits, and I was trying my best not to basically take them out as I was turning into the turn 1 apex. So I kept going wide, and I think I got 2 off tracks, and on 2 laps cost myself like half a second. So I was like, oh, for God's sake, I just want to catch Simon.
Yeah. Well, we're going to certainly look forward to 3 lots of this next week round Brands Hatch, even if you're not. Anybody you want to shout out to before we let you go?
Yeah, obviously you guys for putting on top-notch show. Another 3 cars in this round.
32 because Sam didn't race.
Yeah, so fantastic numbers as usual. It's all down to you guys, the hard work that you do. It's nice to see Jay back. Probably sorting his computer out. I think he had issues, didn't he, Jay?
In bits all over the floor at the moment, but
Good.
Right.
Yeah, and then just everyone else on track. It's a good race. Unlucky for Wobbly in race 2. But I think with my brother scoring, we've got good team points. We've got to keep an eye on that team championship. So kudos to that. Yeah, my brother just running a solid race. Even like I say, even if he did murder someone, but not intentional.
No, it was just breaking miscommunications and things like that. But no, it's going to be great watching you and the rest of the BSTV drivers at Brands Hatch next week. Lucky Wookie, Stephen Walker, everybody.
Cheers, guys. Thank you.
Right, let's bring in Mr. Where is it? Where's the button? There's the button. Mr. Simon Trendle. Good evening.
Oh, hello.
Hello. You weren't expecting to be interviewed, I can tell by the tone of your voice.
Yes, I only came into the room to apologise to Stephen for the ridiculous dive bomb that I didn't mean to do.
Oh, right.
On that one.
we had the popcorn out, didn't we, Jay, on that one?
yeah, recorded its DVD and everything.
Yeah. DVD.
Been sent to you, been framed.
I'm still on VHS.
250 quid.
Yeah, absolutely. 250 quid, is that how much you get? Oh, wow.
Was back in the day.
Should have gone up with inflation, shouldn't it? Should be like 500 quid these days.
With the current inflation, absolutely. I mean, you managed to get a lot of good speed out of that Audi, and others struggled. Jamie did okay, but he didn't quite get the corner exit speed that you were managing to eke out of it. Was there a setup difference, or were you both running the same set?
No, I was running some set that's in the folder from VRS, I think, because I couldn't be bothered to make my own one.
Right, okay.
I literally turned up in practice and went, this will do.
Yeah. So, I mean, you were...
Jamie turns up and says, here's a setup in the folder that I've created. And I'm like, nah, I'm alright, I'm running this now. I couldn't be bothered. I'll just run what I've got.
Yeah, well, fifth and a fourth. You got to be happy with that, given the fact that this is your first season back for a while, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I think this track just doesn't have the corners that are obviously tripping me up.
Okay.
Every other track, there's something about this one that just is not a particular corner. I don't know what it is, but it's not tripping me up as badly as everywhere else. So, I mean, the second to last corner before the big long right hander is really difficult in the Audi because I don't know why, but I had to get it on the curb to hook it in because otherwise it would not turn in at all. So,
Right.
yeah, maybe it's just slow speed stuff like that that's tripping me up. But then again, at the hairpins, as long as I can keep the speed up enough to use third gear, I'm fine. So I don't know. I don't know what's tripping me up everywhere else, but it seems to work here.
I thought you did hairpins in the Audi in fifth gear because you get through the first four
Yeah.
shifts in the first 50 metres. But yeah, I mean, championship wise, you're take a minor miracle now, I think, to.
Oh yeah, I've had bad rounds and haven't
yeah.
missed a few here and there. So
Definitely a reintroduction season, isn't it? While there's no V8s knocking about and things like that. Which brings me on to a good point. So V8 ESC will return to your screens, folks, on the 21st of March. I've probably lied about that as well. Go and check the website, folks, and find out when it starts because Pete's forgotten. First race is at Bathurst. There's already.
I don't need to watch that then. Kenzie's going to win.
Well, possibly, probably, who knows? If anybody can beat him around there, it's probably you or Tyler or someone like that. We are gonna split it into two classes. That's probably new news for a lot of people watching.
So I'm an AM, is that right?
Yeah, whatever. Not happening on my watch. And it's 6 race weeks over 12, so we've shortened it, condensed it, made it a bit more exciting along the piece, and it'll follow the officials. So yeah, there's a big plug for V8 ESC. 26 drivers I think we've got signed up already, and that's before we've properly started advertising it. So it's going to be a really good, healthy field, I think. Hopefully everybody's looking forward to that, and hopefully you are, Simon. You know, V8s is the thing that gets you a bit of a buzz, isn't it?
The last time I drove them was the week 13 event that we did, wherever that was. I can't remember. And the next time I drive them will be the next one. So I haven't really been driving them that much. So I've been doing other stuff, just messing around. So, but maybe that will help. Maybe that will help me find some speed when I come back to it with a fresh set of eyes.
Possibly, yeah. I mean, it is one of those cars that you need to treat a little bit differently. But yes, you know, tonight is a different beast, this TCR, and you've done really well in that Audi this time round. 3 little sprints around Brands Hatch next week. Are you with us for that? I know you like Brands Hatch, don't you?
I do, and it's Indy circuit, so I'm going to try and make that one. Barcelona probably won't make such an effort to make sure I turn up, but not my favourite track. But yeah, I'll turn up for next week and probably die at turn 1. Who knows?
Is it Indy circuit or is it Grand Prix circuit?
I'm sure it was the Indy circuit, wasn't it? Is it the GP? Okay.
Grand Prix.
Grand Prix, yeah, I was thinking.
Well, now I'm disappointed.
Okay. It would have been a lot more, well, ridiculous actually if it was the Indy circuit. It's like, you know, what did Bill Switzer used to describe that as, the Indy circuit? Like flying fighter jets around a teacup.
It is a good idea.
Yeah. So, well, let's see. Sorry to disappoint you on the Grand Prix front of things. Anybody you want to shout out to before we let you go and continue your apology to Stephen?
No, I've already apologised once. He's accepted it. Yeah, just everyone that was racing with. It was intense and a bit chaotic at the start of the second race, so I was probably a bit overcautious. But to be honest, I was lucky at the start of the second one because this handbrake slipped from my fingers as the lights went out. I was milliseconds away from getting a jump start, so I screwed up my start as well, which didn't help because obviously I panicked to that and sort of overcompensated for that going. So yeah, I got lucky with that one.
Fair enough. Well, it was exciting from our perspective, and we look forward to next week. Simon Trendle, everybody.
See ya.
Cool. Right. Who do you want out of the pile? Anybody standing out from the crowd? Oh, right. Who do you want? Anybody in particular?
Not really. I feel by your sounder, you found somebody that you want to. So
It's funny you should say that. So, left-handed scissor girl, welcome to the booth.
What is this left-handed scissor girl? I heard it earlier.
So, he hasn't. Clearly, he wasn't listening properly during the broadcast. Too busy flashing his lights, Jay. What do you reckon?
well, listening's a hard skill sometimes, but I'm not going to go delve any more into that after the insults that were thrown at me in the text chat during that second. Well,
Oh, really?
second
Really?
print-up.
Has it been going on, has it?
I had to
Alright.
have a little cry.
Oh,
Pete,
did you?
A little cry.
Well, I wondered where the box of tissues had gone. I thought it was something else, but
That's not the best thing to say, Pete. Really not the best thing to say.
I am just an innocent Catholic boy. That's all I can say.
Oh, that's definitely not the best thing
Oh dear. So it's the whole He-Man thing. You know, I asked the world, of which nearly all of the world was watching. You know, after this Skeletor nonsense memes that were going on Discord, and discussions about He-Man villains, I asked them what would Fraser Garrity's He-Man villain name be, and the best that anybody came up with was Jay as Left-Handed Scissor Girl. So welcome to your new name.
Fine by me.
Okay.
As long as you pull it on my banner for next week, I'll run it.
Oh, that is entirely possible and will happen. I can guarantee it right now. So, quite a ding-dong battle, we're going to call it. From about midfield, just behind midfield, in both races. And yourself and Paul were absolutely slugging it out with so many people back there. That looked intense.
Just the Insignia roadblock today, didn't we? We
Yeah,
pulled off the
pretty
teamwork
much.
yet again.
Yeah,
Wow.
I think it was more by accident and good judgment, but
Pete, I'm not biting to that. I'm not biting
I'm
to
telling
that.
you, I am the most childish person you've ever met. I'll keep this up all night. Absolutely, it's the only thing I can keep up all night. Just saying.
Oh, that's really bad timing for that
Is
comment.
it? Oh, really? Is that like the Catholic? No, okay, never mind. Well, you're losing viewership all the time anyway. It doesn't matter. But was it an enjoyable pair of races for you? That's what counts.
I'll be honest, I was like when I said last week, I've never driven the track. And I was looking at the layout and I was like, I swear I've driven this before. And it turns out, yeah, I've driven it before. I was like, oh, okay, so it didn't take too long to get used to it. Just setup felt a bit weird considering 10, 15 minutes of pracky.
Yeah.
So I don't think it went too bad.
Right. Okay. Well, I've got.
Obviously, I'll stay on stream. I'll put my hands up for race 2 with Stefan. That's all on me. Silly dive on him, but with hard racing with Demis. So I'll just put my hands up on that one.
Okay. Is that what happened, Stefan Klauke?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Understood. What was I going to say just then? I was going to say something else. I can't remember. The whole flashing of the lights thing has like addled my memory. Oh, when you said you'd forgotten that you'd actually raced the track before.
Yeah.
I've got 47 years worth of old man excuses. What's your problem?
I got a 2-year-old.
Yeah, that'll
So,
do it. Okay. Yeah.
So at the minute, it's just like no practice, putting him to bed, that sort of stuff.
Mhm.
No officials anymore. It's a great time.
Fair enough. Right, let's bring your partner in crime in. Oh, mid sentence, love it. Were you swearing? That could be good.
Can if you want.
No, that's fine. Family show. We don't say anything naughty or rude, do we? In this one, Jay? No.
Did you not hear what Wobbly said when he was on the grid about you in race 1?
Is it broadcastable or not? I'm suspecting not.
No.
Okay.
There was an F and a C.
Oh, excellent. Okay. Fantastic chap.
Jay must have heard it.
Why would he say flame chocolate, Paul? It makes no sense.
Jay, you must have heard it, Jay, on the radio.
There's a lot of talking going on. I tried to make out what he was saying, but it's wobbly, so half the time you just got to ignore it.
Yeah.
Jay had a small attention span, Paul. So
Small PP, wasn't it, for us, you said?
Oh, right. Oh, here we go. Oh, yeah.
was in the end, so
Shocked his
there you
mate
go
on
and
live
spoiled it
broadcast.
all.
Excellent work. Good grief. It's all degenerated into nonsense with these Insignia boys.
That's why he's got a problem with it. That's why he's got a problem with it. He's got a
He
problem with
sees
his
us
RAM.
waiting now, and he goes, "Oh God, what are these two going to be like tonight?"
So, Paul, did you enjoy it? You didn't finish
I
ahead
did.
Well, you didn't finish ahead of Fraser, so it can't have been that much fun.
Fraser was good with this, and it's not a track I'm very good at, or any good at. But we had some great fun as the Insignia pairing. We was using all the tracks together, weren't we, for us?
We was, mate.
I don't know if you see that as true.
We watched a lot of it, and you used a lot of other cars, didn't you, Fraser? There you go, your teammate just laughed at you. That's me done for the night. And the end of the broadcast, folks. Thank you very much. Goodbye.
It was just one car, not a lot.
But you used a lot of it. There you go. Right, so did you enjoy your racing, though?
Yes, we did.
Yeah, cool.
I did.
Yeah.
It was fun.
So how are you both going to go on, like, trying to avoid... Well, let's talk to Fraser first. Are you going to manage to get around without killing people at Brands Hatch or not?
There's so many words I want to say to you right now, Pete. I'm holding my breath.
Dude. Brilliant.
I've just said in chat, I absolutely hate Rams with a passion.
Oh, dear.
I just can't. It's a track I can never click with.
Well, don't feel bad about being completely wrong, so we'll ignore you completely. Paul, how are you going to get on round Brands Hatch?
I love it. It's my local track as well.
There you go. See, real people with real statements, you know.
However, it'll be fun. It'll be fun around there on lap 1. Put it that way.
Okay. Yeah.
It's quite tight. Yeah.
Yeah. We might see half the field in that sand trap. Yeah, at the paddock. Okay. Well, that sounds very positive. Anybody you want to thank before we let you go? Paul, going to completely ignore left-handed scissor girl.
Fraser for some fun team racing tonight. Congratulations to Jaden as well, double win. That's excellent. And who else? No, just you two really for the broadcast and everybody involved in racing
That's a
tonight.
stretch, Paul. That is. That's a stretch.
You're absolutely welcome, Paul. Thank you so much.
Our new favourite
Appreciate
Insignia
it.
driver. Absolutely, yeah.
Not hard, but
So that's a big thank you
Actually,
to...
wrong choice of words.
Yeah.
Again.
Well, you wouldn't.
Good grief. We're going to get banned.
According to Fraser, you wouldn't really know, Joe. Like a press stud.
Classic, absolute classic. Love it. In that case, we will look forward to seeing you racing next week, Paul Hurley.
Yeah, thank you.
And I suppose I better give you the opportunity. Any thanks from the left-handed scissor girl?
Yeah, obviously, Paul, great teamwork tonight. Jay, I no doubt you probably smashed it with the stream, carrying Pete as normal. So, take my hat off to you on that one. It just wasn't the same last week when you weren't when you weren't here. It just weren't the same.
Are you allowed to call people knobheads on this or not? Is that frowned upon? I don't know. But anyway, we'll see you next week, Fraser Garrity.
Yeah, I clocked that, you cheeky bugger. See you guys.
Classic. Oh my god, I'm dying. We've interviewed all of those, right? Let's bring in, because he's... Oh, where's that? He's now off mute. Jamie Wilson, good evening.
Hello.
Hello. Cameras work beautifully, thank you.
Okay, good
Once I
stuff.
pressed all the buttons in the order that you presented them in your message.
Yes.
It's always a key point, isn't it? That looked... I don't know whether I want to ask you if it was frustrating, because you had speed at certain points in the track, and then at other points, those Velosters particularly just seemed to leap past you, and not just you, Simon as well. Was the Audi lacking something?
Better drivers. I actually really enjoyed driving the track. I did actually quite a lot of practice for me on this one, and I did a lot of like setup tinkering for this as well, and I thought it felt really good. But the problem is that it wasn't actually.
Right.
And this is also a track with a lot of like uphill traction zones and stuff, which is just nightmare fuel for the Audi. None quite as bad as Road Atlanta Turn 1, which is the current record holder for worst Audi corner.
Yes, and I can understand it. Yeah.
God, that's awful. But yeah, there's just a couple of areas here where it just doesn't really lend. The Audi doesn't really lend its gearing or whatever that well to it. And honestly, I think the same is true in reverse. In reverse with the Velocitors. I think it's just a very strong Velocity track, as evidenced by Jaden just running rings around everyone in one of them. So
yeah, absolutely crazy that. But yeah. So yeah, okay. So there's work to do on knowing where you are in that setup band, isn't it?
I think I went a little bit the wrong way. So.
Yeah. I mean, you sometimes pitch yourself against, I don't know, a time in your head as to what is good, and then when you actually get into the reality of the race, because I've done it a few times, mainly with V8s, if I'm being honest, and you think, oh Christ, I am slow actually compared to what I thought I should be. So,
yeah, exactly that.
Yeah.
I was doing 54. I think my peak sort of time was like 54.6, I think.
What did you do? Best in the race.
I mean in the practice and stuff before. I mean,
best in the race was a 54.9. So yeah, it was. I mean, you've positioned right where all the other 54.9s are.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But in like practice sessions and like officials and stuff, I think I did a 6 or a 7 or something like that, and I thought, oh, that's pretty good. I'd look on Garage 61. I was top Audi, and I was like, at the time, it's probably a bit early to look, but I was like 8th out of everyone on there or something.
Yeah.
I thought, oh, this isn't too bad then. Obviously, I'm going to drop down a bit, but mid 54 is pretty good. And then Jaden turns up and does like 53s just out of nowhere. So okay, my worldview is wrong.
Yeah. It is deceptive sometimes when what you're comparing to and what you feel the car is doing. Brands Hatch though, what the Grand Prix circuit I think is going to suit the Audi way better than any of the other formats of that track. You got some good areas there, apart from it's not Surtees, is it? What's the left-hander that leads up the big hill towards the back straight?
Surtees.
It is Surtees.
Then,
yeah, I was right. Yeah.
And then Hawthorne's at the end of that, or whatever it is.
Yeah, that's going to be a horrid corner, that one. But
I mean, I really like the Indy circuit there, so it's a shame it's not that, just for the chaos.
Yeah.
Also, the scene of one of the best passes I've ever done, which was in a practice session ahead of one of the races years ago.
Oh, right, okay.
On Carl, I did a proper, Fabrizio Giovanardi after Carl on the grass sort of thing up in through the last corner.
Cool.
But yeah, looking forward to that. It's narrow. The start will be interesting because obviously the grid's a bit kind of pissed, so that'll be entertaining in the way that the Audi start works. I hope you caught my start for race 2, by the way. I led in the first corner from 5th.
We didn't see the actual launch, I don't think, did we, Jay?
We saw a lot of things. There was a lot of interesting starts on race 2.
I did see a few others. Fraser was going through a few in the other chat. But for about 10 metres, I led there from 5th. I was quite pleased with that.
Yeah. I mean, we knew you were in the top 2 positions straight away, but there was just so much going on. It was just absolute chaos.
Carl denied me the bloody lap lead points for that.
Yeah. He did really well actually to hold out at the front for so long.
He did, yeah. And Tony Walker did really well as well.
Yes.
He was holding up Pete Newman quite well.
Yeah.
Tony for pro, etc.
Yeah. That is an official vote now, folks. But right, so Brands Hatch should be a better affair for the Audi next week. Any shout outs you want to make before we let you go?
Yeah, I mean, shout out to you guys for undestroying your SDK setups, respectively, and cameras and stuff in time. Shout out to Jaden for just being absolute. I don't know what he's laced his ready brick with, but it's probably South American in origin by the sound of it. Like it's
fair.
You must have Weetabix on top of it or something. This happened last season as well. Like he was all doing all right for like 8 weeks, and then he was just on a rocket ship after that.
Yeah, it's crazy. Sure, he got his A-levels done last season as well, or something like that.
He hasn't got a spring in his step. He's got the old bloody trampoline.
It must be those JC Academy lessons.
Yeah, nah.
Unless it's not him. Unless it's Mary Jackson driving.
Well, it could be, couldn't it? Yeah. David Scotton is actually driving Jaden's car. That's what that is.
All that, yeah.
Yeah. Oh dear.
Yeah, and yeah, I mean, apologies as well. I should mention apologies to to Tamas. I think he outbraked himself.
He did.
And
I'd
already committed to turning in, and I couldn't really turn out in time.
No.
By the time I saw what quite was happening, so
it's almost like you heard what Jay said at the point at which it happened.
Yeah, it's a shame that it turned him, but I don't think he lost too much, and I think he was able to recover.
5 places, I think you said, didn't you, Jay?
So.
Something along those lines, yes.
Yeah. So it could have been a lot worse. You're right. Yeah.
Not ideal. There's a parallel universe in which I wouldn't have turned him, but I just couldn't quite get to that universe. So
Yeah.
sorry for that. And yeah, shout out to Simon for doing well on his return, even though he's sometimes gets a bit annoyed at the car. So
yeah, and you've taken the stickers off the back of the car.
Oh, I only put those on for Monza.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yeah, because like we couldn't go any quicker than 250 kilometers an hour. So
it was still funny.
Everyone said, I think, caution daft gearbox. So.
It was, yes. Yeah, it was good. I liked it a lot. Shame when it left the car. But yes, we look forward to watching you doing wonderful circuits at Brands Hatch this time next week in a super sprint week. Jamie Wilson, everybody.
Cheers, guys.
Was totally not prepared to get rid of him out of the booth at that point. Right, we shall bring in, where is he? There, Mr. Chris Dixon. Good evening.
Good evening.
Evening. You were reasonably late into practice, were you? I was watching.
Yes.
Yeah, real life kicking in, was it?
Yeah, the last 3 weeks have been. I haven't been in for interviews.
No.
I thought about it this week.
Yeah. He's still there. He's stuck.
Yeah, I'm yes.
Oh, good. Right. I wondered where you'd gone for a second. So first race. I should know this because I only looked at it a minute ago, but you know, with my adult brain, it's not always the easiest thing. Where did you position in the first race? You positioned in.
28th, I think, wasn't it?
Something like that, yeah. 29th, maybe. Just 1 second. Well, this trips forward again. There we go. 29th. And led your teammate over the line by nothing at all. He literally followed you over the line. So, I suppose, were you treating that as a bit more of a practice session to get your eye in? Because your second race performance is so much better. Up 5 places ahead of a whole bunch of people that you're not normally ahead of, but also ahead of Ollie Payne, Andy Littler, Stuart Gibbons in your own class, and 2 positions outside the podium.
The second race was good. First race, I got a good start, and we had a good battle for about 4 or 5 laps, and then I think it was someone took Meek out, I think, on the and went out wide.
Right.
And then, as they were coming back on, I was getting a shout that you're in the middle, you're 3 wide, and me and Chesney went into the next right-hander. I give whoever it was on the inside that it was shouting at me room, and as we went into the next right-hander before the heavy break, and I just clipped Chesney's back end, and I back off and wait for him, and then we carried on.
Okay.
We were up to about 23rd or 24th, I think.
Right. Okay. So you dropped some positions in doing
that. Dropped us right back. So yeah, it was a good race, and I had a good battle with Andy. Andy didn't get in till like last minute.
No, I know he was even later than you.
Yeah. I think I only got about 5 laps, and he didn't even get a lap.
No,
so.
no laps recorded in practice for Mr. Littler. But he doesn't always have time, similar to you. But so it's brilliant that you can both actually be here and race with us, because the grid would be very much more empty without you both racing. Hopefully Fee can join us again.
She was meant to be back 2 weeks ago, but she wasn't very well.
She was ill, wasn't she? Yeah.
I haven't heard from her this week, to be honest, because I've been that busy at work and stuff. So I'll have to.
Yeah. So hopefully you get a bit more chance for practice to prepare for Brands Hatch next week. You know, who doesn't like Brands Hatch?
Oh, I love it. Can not love it. It's a great track.
Yeah, yeah.
Many people who are complaining and say, I bloody hate that track, but I don't.
Yeah, they just need a check up from the neck up, though, don't they? Really. Have we lost you again?
Yep, there. It's just me button. I think's a bit broke.
Ah, okay.
Change it.
Yeah, we are losing you a little bit at times, but never mind. Well, anybody you want to shout out to before we let you go?
Yeah, the general yourselves for always putting a good show on. All the lads for driving and racing, turning up and racing. Sorry, it was some good. It was good close race, and I think any of us at the back that had loads of points, so it was good. Able to go 3 wide most of the way around that track, and not batter each other all over was good race.
Yeah, it's easily done as well on a track like this. So, yeah, well done and well said to everybody that was fighting back there, because some of those battles were more heated than the ones further forward. It was great.
Yeah, good fun part of it.
Yeah. Hopefully you keep enjoying it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, cool. And we look forward to seeing you on track with your teammates. Hopefully both of them this time next week at Brands Hatch. Chris Dixon, everybody.
Yeah. Good night, everyone.
Cool. A bit of mic issues from him. Right, shall we bring in 2 of your individuals for some interviews? Who would you like first, Jay?
Whoever you like, Pete.
Right, first of all, we shall bring in Mr. Chesney Vandenbroek for your interview. Pleasure, Jay.
Meow.
Meow.
There we go. I was waiting for that. I see that kind of as a signal. Chesney, tonight, race 1 obviously didn't go the way that you wanted, but the second one, much better result, up 10 places. But we'll go into race 1 first. From my understanding, there's a little incident towards the beginning. Was it just a case of just carrying on driving, see where you finish, and just deal with the repercussions on race 2?
Yeah, I had a small kiss. Apparently, you can't go 3 wide on this track. But yeah, I just wanted to see how far it can go, and then yeah, make it up on race 2.
Yep, fair enough. And that's exactly what you did, jumping from 28th place overall up 10 places after all the pit stops were all done, and to 18th. How did you find race 2?
Really fun. Like, I just wanted to be above 20th place actually, so I wanted to be 19th. Because I knew I had the pace after race 1, and I wanted to have podium spots in the AMs, so like a little bit cheeky. I really wanted it, like maybe, and I got it.
Did you got it? Fantastic. Yeah,
I
I
got it.
think
Yeah,
that was a
yeah.
brilliant fight back on race 2. Really, really showcasing the skills that we all know that you have, despite a couple of weeks off the sim. So it's good to see you back racing regularly with us for now, Chesney. And yeah, so what's next is Brands Hatch. So 3 of those races, a super sprint. How do you feel about Brands Hatch?
It's a fun track. I like it. I don't know much anymore about it. The only thing I knew was last time that I drove it that I saw a wall from nearby. So I need to go over there again. It will be a few hours of swimming, but if I go there, I can practice it. I hope I can practice it. So
Yeah, it's a track full of a lot of curves, a lot of thrills. Some next week will be experiencing a lot of spills. but it's just an absolutely fantastic touring car track, and we can't wait to see you and everybody else on there. Anybody that you want to give any shout outs to tonight?
Well, before I do that, I watched the movie, and in that movie they said everybody can be bought. So, Pete, how much do you want?
There's not enough money on planet Earth. There really isn't. Oh dear.
But my fiance is asleep, so we can say anything. I wanted to have it raining.
Yeah, we'll see if we can organise a deluge for Brands Hatch for you. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I want to shout out to all the cuties in this community.
Oh, thanks.
Not
A
you,
lot of
Pete.
things I've never
Unless
been
you make
told
it
before.
rain.
Oh no, okay, fair. But
There's always a catch, isn't there?
every single time.
I see, like, in the Blade Designs race team voice chat, I see left-handed scissor girl, so I need to rewatch this this stream to see
Yeah.
the context of this.
He's changed his name on Discord to Left-Handed Scissor.
I saw that. That's what I was giggling about in the last interview.
And
The less context on that I feel, the better.
shout out to everyone. Like, massive congratulations to Jaden. He did a phenomenal job. Shout out to my teammates Mika and Jeff. Also, sad Jeff didn't really race me, but I told him next week race me. I want to battle with him. And to the whole community and to the chat, everyone is a cutie for me. I like everyone. I love everyone, but I love my fiance the most. So, and you guys.
No, we'll take that, Pete, won't we?
Oh,
we'll
I'm taking that. Absolutely.
Yeah, you two are cuties too.
I knew it.
Try every now and then, but you know,
He was
I'll
just
grow my
playing
hair
coy
back
before.
out.
That's all.
Yeah, whatever. Just
make it rain next week.
Right. On that note, Chesney, thanks so much for joining us in the booth. We'll hopefully see you here next week as well. Enjoy the rest of your week, ladies and gentlemen. Chesney.
Meow.
Meow. Right.
Oh no! In the chat.
What?
Just J and Pete remind me of the 20 letters of the alphabet. Oh wait, there are 26 letters. My bad. How could I miss that? U R A Q T. Wow.
Oh yes. Okay.
Wow. Wow.
Okie dokie. Moving very
Wow.
swiftly on. Who was that? Never mind. I'll give you a break as I bring in, for my interview pleasure, Thomas Dandridge. Good evening.
Good evening.
Right then. Where are you in the finishing order of the first race? You are... Oh, I can't even find you at the minute. Let me move it forwards. You must have done too much of a good job. You did, 15th. Very nice finishing. And some really good battling as well. How much did you enjoy both those races? Because you podiumed out in the second one. You got third place in your class. One of your starts was a bit choppity, wasn't it? It didn't quite get the right launch. Was that the first one? I can't remember.
I think it was the second.
Second one.
I'm not great getting these cars off the line, and I think I was a few temps off most of the top 10 this race, and it was still good fun, good battling with them. Some good fun, clean battling. To be fair.
Run that logic behind me by me again, because struggling with the top 10 even though you finished 9th in the second race.
Yeah, I think I got a bit lucky with.
Oh, don't do a Stephen Walker on me. No, we're not doing the lucky thing. You don't do however many laps it was, 23, 22, and finish 9th against this lot by riding on the back of the luck pony alone. So yeah, I mean, talk us through your how does this track suit your driving style? Because that's a really standout performance, top 10 in against this lot.
Not really. I didn't I think I prefer the sort of the shorter tracks, to be fair. But it was still good fun around here. There was only a couple of like major overtaking places. The rest you could sort of, as long as you got a good X out of the corners, you were all right. But I think I struggled a bit, but I had just enough to sort of hold on to the back of the guys ahead and sort of just enough to keep a couple of guys behind me. But it was good fun.
Well, we saw some really sensible decision making from you as well, letting particular cars go at certain points. It was obvious that you knew that that wasn't your battle, and you could benefit more just from letting them go and tailing them around the track, and maybe using them as a tow on some of the biggest straights. You know, it's a polished performance. And if you don't drive these normally, what do you drive?
To be fair, these and GT3s probably mostly.
Ah, okay, yeah, right. The turning wheels are at the wrong end of that car.
They're a little bit different, but
yeah,
I do enjoy a good TCR race there.
Right, okay. But I'm very impressed with your ability to get into the top 10 in a feature race here. I mean, that's remarkable. The attrition rate wasn't high today either. There was only 3-4 cars out of position, and one of them didn't even start. So that was wobbly. He had frame rate issues right from the start. So you've done that on pure merit. Surely you take massive positives from that.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, I think I was in the practice on Monday. I was really sort of struggling for time. I was cooking the tyres quite a lot. I think did a bit of practice yesterday and was able to stop the tyres going off a bit. So at least if I wasn't as quick as some of the other guys, at least my pace didn't really drop off towards the end.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. And talk to us about Verve Racing Team. Where does that come from? Let's talk about your sponsors for a minute.
Yes, yeah. Well, to be fair, I joined them a few years ago. I think the guy who started it, he's started from Sheffield, and he really liked the band The Verve, so he called it VRT.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, we do a few endurance races, a few league races. I'm trying to convince a couple of other guys to join this league for the next season.
Oh, if you could, that'd be brilliant. Yeah, it's going to be
yeah.
It's going to be much more popular. We expect. There's lots to talk about. New car, new,
yes,
remapping, bopping, etc. For the cars that we've already got. I don't know whether there's any new tracks going to land for us, but those are the real headlines: new car, new bopping. It will make a difference. Hopefully, it's like I read from someone. It might even have been you, Jay, or it might have been in one of your broadcasts that I watched, talking about each car should have its strengths, and the bop is designed to achieve that. Is that you? That sounds very wise.
That sounds way too wise to be me.
But yeah, I think it's going to attract more people anyway. But if you can get your teammates into here, we've had extremely large grids in this series in the past, like plus 60 grid. Not for very long, thankfully, because from a broadcasting perspective, it's almost impossible to keep up. And from a driving standards perspective, often you get the cleaner, more exciting races with a slightly smaller grid. Not that I'm going to put anybody off. Not that I'm saying we don't want periods where we get like uber grids, but get you guys in here. I'm sure they'll enjoy it. The type of people that you race in here are completely different to officials. These guys, you got to face them every week. You learn the ones that you can push. You learn the ones that where you sit in that, as the bubble in the spirit level of the grid, and in your class. So it's a good place to learn your craft. You've got some brilliant people even following, the likes of Pete Newman and Stephen Walker tonight and such. Let them go past you. Watch what they do. Watch where they break. Wonder how the hell they break where they break, because inhuman people can do things like that. make it
Yes.
make it round the final corner without wrecking your car, because you know real legends do that, don't they, Jay? I'm not sure.
Every now and then,
Every now
yes.
and then. So yeah, you know, this league can benefit even the most experienced racers, to be honest.
So I quite enjoy the racing the same people every week. You sort of, yeah, as you said, you sort of get to learn who's. But to be fair, most people I've raced against have been pretty clean, pretty fair. If there has been an incident, you get an apology. So you know it's not genuine, and I think the penalty system of sort of losing a point for an off track or an incident point probably is a good way of sort of deterring people from going for silly moves.
Yeah. Yeah. We had a GT3 league once upon a time called GTCC, and it came apart pretty quick because the wrong type of people were in it. There's been lots of discussion over the last 2 years about reintroducing a GT3 league. I'm a bit reserved by it just because of the type of driver that it does attract. And it's the ones that don't respect the incident rule limit, etc., that I don't really want back, if that makes sense.
Yes.
So we'll. Someone's shouting for V8 ESC on the chat.
I did have a one person in my team said, "Oh, do they have a V8?"
Oh, we
Scully.
certainly do. Yeah. You know, it starts again on the 21st of March, etc., etc. It's on its 18th season. These are very well established leagues, which is why you get to race some of the creme de la creme in BSTV leagues. And they're not exclusive to us. They race in SRL, they race in Alpha Touring Championship, they race in officials with Jay's TCR takeover. You know, these people are really, really good at what they do, and so much to learn from them. Anyway, that's enough talk about that. Brands Hatch next week. Is that a track dear to your heart?
I do quite enjoy Brands Hatch, so it usually produces quite good TCR racing, so should be. I'm going to be a bit chaotic, but it should be good fun.
Yeah, a bit narrower than this track, as Jamie pointed out in his interview before, but almost designed for TCRs.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got some fantastic, unique features about it. Banked start, not straight, etc., etc. It's going to be. We're going to look forward to seeing you racing on it. Anybody you want to shout out to before we let you go?
Just sort of the guys when we go on Monday and in the car putting the practice up, and everyone in there is really helpful at helping set a car up. They're more than happy to help set cars up. They're sort of, it's really just a nice group of guys to race with, to be fair.
Cool, and well said. And we look forward to seeing you racing this time next week. Thomas Dandridge, everybody.
Thank you.
Cool. And then last, for your interview pleasure, Jay, is one Mika Santa Helena. Where's the buttons? Okay, I always lose the buttons. Welcome to the booth, Mika Santa Helena. Over to you, Jay.
Yo.
Hey Mika, I hope you are good. I hope you are well. It seemed like a I don't know. How would you describe your evening tonight at Portimao?
Boring.
Boy, in a good. No, as if I was about to ask if it was in a good way. It seemed like a track that at the beginning you seemed to struggle a little bit with. Then qualifying came along and 24th, which is respectable. You know, it's not a bad place to be. But yeah, it didn't seem like a lot of movement going on at all. But a solid 22nd after the first race. We'll jump straight to race number 2. What do you think was missing tonight? Where do you think you could have improved tonight if you found it a little bit boring?
I think more practice, to be honest, because I know that there are still some cores that I still need to practice a lot more, because to be honest, I felt like I was struggling the whole race. So yeah, I think I just have to practice the track in general more. Yeah.
No, that's fair enough. Hey, tell us a little bit about more what you do race on iRacing quite a bit. What other series do you race in?
Um, I drive a lot of different stuff. Mostly like IMSA, GT3s, Porsche Cup. Yeah, now as of lately a little bit more TCR as well. But yeah, these are like yeah. Also LMP3s sometimes.
Oh, you're
Now
braver than me.
last last weekend there was this 2 hour I forgot what this was. I forgot what it was called. IMSA Sports Car Endurance, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
either that or the Falcon Sports Car Challenge. I think both of them are 2 hours, actually, off the top of my head.
Yeah, I don't know about the Falcon one. But yeah, there's a wide variety of series I drive, so yeah, maybe I have to focus on TCR a little bit more then, huh?
Perhaps. I mean, next season, a new TCR is hopefully coming. We're all waiting for that development blog from iRacing, which I'm hoping comes tomorrow, but there's a lot of rumors that they're going to delay that by a week and do that next week instead, which could see the likes of leagues just like BSTV absolutely filled with drivers next season. So maybe a bit more practice with the TCR, doing a couple of extra races, and anyone who's new to the car next season, you should be able to hopefully beat them in most races 9 out of 10 times. But next week we are at Brands Hatch for the Super Sprint, so 3 lots of 20-minute races. How much have you raced Brands Hatch in the past?
On iRacing, I don't even know the track yet. The only sim/game I drove Brands Hatch on was Racing 3 on my phone.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Good grief.
And maybe some Assetto Corsa. Yeah. I will have to do the most out of it because these are gonna be my last 3 races in the season, so yeah.
Yeah, it's a really fun track. I think you'll love it. They do race it a couple of times in some other series. I'm sure Porsche Cup goes there every now and then as well. But it's a proper touring car circuit, and even though it says Grand Prix for the track configuration, it's nothing like the likes of Portimao, Spa. It's got its own little bit of charm. So I would highly recommend getting a lot of practice there, especially for the tough battles which are coming ahead. Anybody you'd like to give a shout out to for tonight?
Uh, Not really. Maybe Jane because he won both races, right?
Yeah, he dominated.
Yeah.
Absolutely
Shout out to
dominated.
him. Was was a really good job by him. And yeah, that's all.
No problem. Fantastic. And hopefully we'll get to see you in the booth next week. If not, then I wish you the best of luck at Brands Hatch and hope that you have 3 absolutely fantastic sets of races. Ladies and gentlemen, Mika Santa Helena.
Bye bye.
Oh, flushed himself. Brilliant. I'm just watching him airborne, completely airborne. Can you see that?
Oh my god.
That's one
That's
for
brilliant.
your book. What lap are we on this for when you do your pictures?
I've done them already.
Get that one.
Join...
That's epic. That's proper air. I reckon I could lie down under that and it'd clear me.
Oh god, that's not.
Look at it. That's just immense. I don't think I've seen a TCR that airborne ever. Right.
Bounce afterwards as well.
Yeah. So, Jaden Scotton. This is his playground now, isn't it? The king of the Prince of Portimao. What can you say about that as his team boss? That's pretty epic, isn't it?
Well, I think you've just inadvertently named the long the long image that I do for the
Oh yeah.
screenshots.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
Prince of Portimao.
Yeah.
Jesus, where are these lyrics and flows coming from tonight,
I
Pete?
don't know. I don't know.
You've outdone yourself.
I've not had enough alcohol to lose them in my brain this time, but never mind. Yeah, he's had such a fantastic race week, and won by a country mile over like some of the fastest races I've ever seen in TCRs, to be honest. Pete Newman, Stephen Walker and Simon Trendle following him over the line each race, and Wobbly, of course. You know, that's remarkable given the fact that he's been racing a lot less years than they have. Maybe it is David Scotland behind the wheel. Who knows? But yeah, what a fantastic race week. I can't say enough. But we're going to have to bring this broadcast to a close, not before we've chosen our drivers of the meeting. Right, I had an idea in my head earlier on, and every time I had an idea in my head, something happened to the person that I thought about. So I'm just going to stop thinking about people in these votes. Stefan Goebel's overtake was just brilliant, and then unfortunately he got done over in his quest for race 2 honours as well. Ura did brilliantly in that first race, but he ended up in an incident in the second one, which put him off the track. Thomas, he's been really strong in these races. In that second race, he disappeared out of the top 10, didn't he, for something? Ended up off the track. Oh, it was the incident with Jamie. He sent it on himself, didn't he, Thomas? Which put him out of contention. I am honestly struggling for someone to give my vote to, and therefore I'm going to have to give it to the Prince of Portimao, Jaden Scotton, because that is a remarkable performance. Nobody else's performance stands out quite as polished as that. Where are you going with yours? And do not think you can't award it to Jaden as well. You absolutely can if you wish to.
Well, I would love to. However, I've been looking at another sort of mini battle someone has had with themselves during the whole event, going as far as not even setting a qualifying time and starting race 1 in 31st. With that, they finished that race in 26th, which, okay, to a lot of people that might just sound like a normal round 1, but round 2, the feature race, climbing up from 26th to 13th. So that means starting the day in 31st and finishing race 2 in 13th is a remarkable climb up the grid with all talent that we've had on there. So mine is actually going to go to Chris Needham.
Very, very well spent vote, that is. He was quietly getting about his business. And yeah, you're right, he's hauled the mail, definitely. The second, well, joint second, yeah, so Bjorn up 14, Jaden up 14, and Chris Needham next with up 13 in that second race. Very well spent vote, and very sensibly identified as well. I will bring this broadcast to a close now. I will thank all of the racers, apart from left-handed Scissor Girl, for obvious reasons. Thanks to all of the people on the chat. That was fully electric tonight. I really appreciate the contributions that you all make. Thanks to those people that liked the stream, and all the interviewees. And thanks to you, Jay, because you had loads of troubles with your rig and your kit last week. You've obviously worked wonders on it in order to get it prepped, and BSTV absolutely appreciates your input. It's so much warmer having another human in the booth with me as well. I had to have 3 hot water bottles last week.
3?
3,
wow.
Not a joke. So yeah, your contributions are invaluable, absolutely invaluable. It's with sadness that I move away from Portimao, but the Prince will reign strong, I'm sure. Let's see if he can make Bathurst, what? If he can make Brands Hatch a boring exercise and win both of those too. Thanks, everybody. Stay safe. Take care of each other, as Jay normally says. I'm not going to steal your sayings from you, but do that. Over to Jay.
Thank you so much, Pete. It's fantastic to be back here in the booth. Hopefully, you lot didn't miss me too much. Let's be honest, you probably didn't even notice I was gone. But next week, we are swapping the sunniness of Portimao for the not so sunniness of Brands Hatch for a super sprint feature. 3 20-minute races where you're going to be rough, ready, and everything in between. The penultimate set of rounds of the season and 3 championships, which after tonight are hotting up more than ever. See you all next week. Take care of yourselves, but most importantly, please make sure you take care of each other. Good night.